to my casting couch. Okay, not actually though. What I am expecting of 2 Cents with QuarterJade is you guys have topics and discussions that you send into my Discord, and then I pick some discussion topics and then we discuss them. And I'm gonna have a guest. So today's guest is Neytiri, and she will be here in a little bit. It's like more on the serious side. That's kind of my goal. I want it to be like a serious kind of segment in my stream where it's usually not, right? We usually meme it up. But yes, an interactive live podcast with video. Yes, ultimately. This is gonna be like our first 2 Cents with QuarterJade. And then when I get more of a hang of it, I would like to invite more guests and things like this. What I'm imagining is a talk show, but an interactive talk show. So I want to pull from you guys and your comments and your questions, and then we and Sydney or whoever my guest is in the future are gonna discuss it. Do you want your chapstick and your water and your phone?
Maybe, I
don't know. I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I want it all, I suppose.
Okay, so watch out for Mike.
I won't hit Mike, promise.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. That was probably so loud.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you taller than me? Wait.
Well, I am.
Well, I'm just saying because I
Taller than you.
Well, because do you fit in this scene? Oh, you fit.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Neytiri. This is the first time you're ever on my stream.
Yeah, we've played games,
okay.
but I've never actually
Okay,
been on
yes.
the stream.
Sydney constantly plays video games with me, whatever. Not whatever. You're great.
Yeah.
But yes, okay. So Sydney is my best friend. So yeah, this is like this is gonna be really scuffed. Like
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
What else would we do?
I have a feeling this is gonna be really scuffed. She does have an Insta.
Hello, hi, nice to meet you guys.
Your Insta.
Oh, my Instagram is Neytiri TV, Neytiri TV.
How's your life changed since you've become a streamer, and what would you say you enjoy the most from before you started streaming that you can't quite do anymore? Wait. Okay, so I skim read these.
Is that not a good question? Are you not happy?
No, I don't think I caught the. Okay.
What's wrong with it?
No, nothing. Okay, you can start.
Okay, so let's see. How has your life changed since you started streaming? For me, it feels like everything's changed. Like, my friend group, the things that I enjoy, how I spend my day has changed, like, completely. The way, like, I budget my time, 100%. All of my, like, closest friends now have come from streaming, so, like, my best friend, obviously you, like, has come from streaming, so those are all things that I wouldn't have. And then, what would you say you most enjoy from before you started streaming that you can't quite do anymore? I don't think it's, like, taken anything away. Do you think it's taken anything away from you?
I would say, like, some of my... I think I used to, like, overthink less.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I think because you're also... So, okay, my friend group has obviously changed. Everyone around me is a streamer. It's like when you're hanging out with a group of friends, let's say when you're in high school, like, you kind of just shoot the shit. Like, you're just, like, hanging out, whatever.
Yeah.
But now I also think, like, your friends are also, like, your coworkers. Makes it kind of interesting. But I wouldn't say that it took away too much for me. It was more so... I definitely overthink way more now, though. But I think it has given me more than it has taken.
Yeah, that's true.
By far. Privacy, I would say that, yeah. So I would say privacy is also not, like, yeah. But I think that's, you kind of expect that. Because you are putting your life kind of out there. But that's also, like, what social media is, too. Like, but it is true. People do remember a lot of things that maybe, like, you do or talk about.
Yeah. I think it's harder too, like the difference between like social media and streaming for me is like big in terms of privacy. Like you can choose what you want to share on Twitter, you can choose what to share on Instagram, but you're spending so much time streaming that it's like really hard to filter out things that you may not want. And like choosing what you can and can't say is way more difficult. Streaming.
Me and Sydney were just talking about that. We're eating breakfast. Okay, technically lunch at this point.
Yeah.
But we were eating downstairs, and we were like making jokes and how our humor, like some of our humor is really lewd, and like, you know, you don't. It's like, where's the line? Like, because I want to say some interesting things, and she didn't want to say some interesting things. But then we're like, can we say this? Like, is this appropriate? Like, where is this line?
Yeah.
So I understand that. I get, like I said, I overthink so much more. Like, I overthink my jokes, I overthink my humor, my type of humor, what that type of humor, like, what audience that attracts. The things that I would never ever think about.
Yeah. Next question is, do you have anxiety being a streamer, and how do you deal with it?
I have so much anxiety. Oh my god. I have so much anxiety. Okay, I don't think. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to unloosen this or tighten it.
Yeah, I think both of us are kind of like anxious perfectionists.
Yeah.
So then
today I was this setup
took so long, you guys.
It took me a whole I want to say 3 hours. Total.
Yeah. And you spent last night on it too.
Yep.
So yeah. I would say I definitely have anxiety being a streamer as well. Like, even hitting start stream is like hard sometimes. Sometimes I have to work myself up to hitting the button. It's like really, really hard. Yeah. Okay. The second half of it was how do you deal with it?
Okay, how do you deal with it?
How do I deal with it? This is good. This is good. I guess I deal with it by napping.
Really?
I take a lot of naps. Yeah, when I get stressed out about stuff, I just sleep. I'm like, oh, it'll be different when I wake up, and it never is. But like, I don't know, for whatever reason, sleeping helps me. So I'll just take a nap, call it good. Or sometimes I talk to people, but not very often do I.
Okay, yeah, that's like Sydney's problem. She doesn't reach out for help.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So that. Yeah.
That's why I take naps.
Okay, this is so scuffed. I'm so sorry.
Well, the day come where the stream won't be scuffed.
I also just napped. I don't think I could be a streamer. Then my anxiety is through the roof almost every day. It is something I think you just come to embrace.
Yeah, like a constant state of stress and anxiety. Yeah, basically. What do you do to cope with it? With your anxiety?
Well, right now I'm pretty anxious because I can't fucking do. You just kind of just sweat a little, freak out a little, and then you make a joke, you figure it out.
Yep, but it's gonna be fine.
And
either way.
you just keep moving forward. I think that's honestly what I do. Okay, so I'm like super anxious now. I like have crazy anxiety when it comes to streaming, because as terrible as it sounds, you do have numbers that you like look at. Like, I'm pretty sure Streamlabs and Stream Elements or whatever, they send you this email after every stream, like, look at your progress. I'm like, I don't want to see my progress. They're like, this is your stream recap. And I'm like, it just constantly is giving you, it's like shoving your numbers in your face.
Yeah.
So it's not like that is a really good thing to think about, obviously, if you're trying to grow. But at the same time, you have to pay attention to these things because, well, if you're doing this for a living, then you have to obviously think about it. So my anxiety in terms of like, when I used to just start streaming, I'd just be like, oh, here, this is me. Like, here I am. But now I'm like, okay, it has to be me, but how do I really hone in on me and what can I do to make this better? And which is just, I'm like way more anxious now in my life.
Do you think there are other things that have changed since you decided to go like full time from when you weren't?
Well, full time makes me stress about like income.
Yeah.
Which, that's like the one terrible thing is like my streaming and gaming was my hobby. And I'm not gonna say like I don't like this being my job either. I actually love it. But I would say that like it does make me anxious. It does make me have like like I am more stressed. But like I think that just comes with what I do. General.
Yeah.
But how do I cope with it? Dude, I have to talk to someone. Like, I have to. I can't, like, I will talk to whoever. Whoever wants to listen, I will talk to.
The next question is, what is your most hated thing about streaming?
I'm trying to think.
There's something that I hate, but there are like 3 things that come to mind that I really dislike.
Okay, wow, you have 3. I don't have any.
I have 3 things.
Go.
Being subject to public opinion.
Okay, that was like trying to do that. I think I was thinking that.
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, like reading comments or like things in chat or things on like your, because it opens up, when you stream, it opens up new avenues for people like on Instagram and Twitter, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't used to post photos and then get mean comments, but like now I do, you know? And so like that's not very fun. Obviously,
not fun.
That never feels good. I also think learning the social ropes of streaming has been really hard for me. It's not. I'm a very like I just if I like you, I'm gonna be like, hey, I like you. Do you want to be friends? But it's a little different.
I agree.
When your friends are also your coworkers. That like you mentioned earlier, so that like totally changes things. There's like messages that I've sent and then I regret immediately afterwards. I'm like, oh my god, I shouldn't have said anything because now it's like weird or whatever.
It's like, think about you guys in like I remember I used to work at like a bar restaurant, and like I didn't like everyone there, but like you had to be nice to coworkers because they're your coworkers.
Yeah.
But you also have that understanding that like you're a coworker, you won't see them outside of work. But like let's say like you just don't get along with someone, but now it's like they are one and the same. Your social life and your stream life and your yeah. So I understand that. What was your third one?
Yeah, I had 3, but now I can't remember the third one.
Okay, while you think about that, I will expand on the first one.
Okay.
I think the whole idea of being you are really out there to judge. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I thought I had a pretty thick skin, and I do when it comes like if somebody wants to come in here and like comment about like I don't know. Like, I just read a comment today saying I'm fat. I'm like, am I fat? I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm fat, you know, but it makes you think like,
yeah,
am I fat? Why would they say that if I'm not fat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, maybe I am fat. Maybe I do need to work out. But I'm like, but then I'm like, okay, who in their right mind just wants to comment on something and be like,
yes,
you're fat? I'm like, I don't think I've ever met anyone that wants to do that. So I will say that being out there for people to judge is just part of it, which sucks.
You have to get used to it.
You just have to get used to it. But it's like the loud minority, really, the vocal minority. Like, I would say everyone here, like I'm looking at chat, like a lot of people are not mean.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are really nice.
Yeah.
But it is hard because you're not used to hearing such negative words
mm-hmm.
every day.
Yes.
I think that's what's really tough is that like I know every time that I come on stream somebody's gonna say some stupid shit and I'm gonna be like,
yep. And like even if you see a bunch of nice comments, the one that sticks with you afterwards is the one mean one that you read.
Yeah.
And it can completely like that's the one that you remember when you like go to sleep or the rest of your stream. Like the one thing that someone has said is what you think about the entire time. Absolutely. I don't know if that similar to you, but
no,
that's
I definitely think about mean comments.
Yeah.
Not too much though. Like I definitely, if I have a say or like a rebuttal afterwards, like I don't think about it too much. But if it's just like something that if I can't stick up for myself, I will think about it.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, do you think Instagram comments or Twitch chat is worse?
Twitch chat.
Really?
Yeah.
I get some fucking whack ass Instagram comments. I don't know where you guys come from, but you're like gremlins coming from under a bridge. Like I have some weird Instagram comments.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I learned. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I think Twitch chat is worse for me because if I see like an Instagram comment that is mean, I can easily just like delete it and move on with my day, but it affects me when I'm live. You know, like I'm trying to like you know, if I'm having like a fun stream and then I see a mean comment, it completely like changes my mood for 30 seconds, but like someone may notice that. So
I know you. Okay, I think a lot of the people who are on Twitch chat, it is harder. I would say that like maybe it is worse because you are live. So the whole point that people make these comments is because they want to get like, they don't get enough attention in their life, so they have to get it somewhere. So they come into your chat to disrupt you, and then if you show that you are disrupted, then they're like, yeah, I did it. Yeah. So it's like, but like at the same time, like, I don't know if that. I think that doesn't affect me too much because I can like just be like, shut the fuck up, you know? Like it's like having it's like not a one-sided conversation. I can like easily be like, bro.
Yeah. Like your streaming, you can dictate it how it goes.
Yeah.
I think the ones that hurt the most are the ones that I agree with. You know, like if someone picks on something,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, if someone picks on something that I'm already insecure about, then I'm like, oh my god, my day is ruined.
My day is ruined. I have had people say things about myself. I'm like, but I'm like, okay, yeah, well, fuck you too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, bro, why do you have to notice that? Like,
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think everyone's insecure about things, but like usually you're, like, I am insecure. I will never say what I'm insecure about on stream though. Well, because
Then people will.
I will open the floodgates.
Yes.
But like I am insecure about some things that I would never ever talk about. But because you guys kind of suck sometimes.
And it can be, but I would say those are the only ones that really bother me. Like if someone were to come in and like say I was fat, like it wouldn't bother me because I'm like, oh, I don't think that I am. But if you come in and pick on the thing that I do agree is wrong with me, then it's.
Dude, but like this is like, okay, we'll give an example. Like I have never had a good body image of myself. So like I have in my mind thought that I was fat for a very long time. Like until I started streaming, I would say. Streaming has given me like a sense of confidence because I've never had a hobby in my life, like ever. I mean gaming, but that wasn't really like something I was confident. I was just like gamed as I gamed. But like streaming has given me a confidence because it's a hobby that I think like, good at this, I can do this. But before that, I would say like I was even more insecure and I didn't have a hobby. I didn't really have like a sense of direction or like anything to do.
Yeah.
And so I definitely had a terrible sense of self, as well as just was insecure about my appearance. And I wasn't fat. Maybe chubby and stuff.
No.
I don't know, but that is something. No, but in my head, I definitely was like, I am like not as skinny as this girl. I'm fat.
Yeah.
And I think I've been like, no, I've like remember in 6th grade looking down on my stomach and being like, I'm fat, and like that has been my mindset since I was 12, which is terrible.
Yeah.
But I just think how it is. So, for example, if somebody comes into chat and they're like, you're fat, I'm like, okay, I know I'm not fat, but in my head I'm like,
yeah. Or like, why would someone say that if they didn't see it?
That's what I'm saying. That's okay. That's why I'm like, oh, it kind of still hurts because they wouldn't be saying these things if it didn't ring true for them.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Or
No, I agree.
I'm trying to empathize with them because I'm thinking like, I wouldn't just randomly come up with a random insult.
Yeah.
You would try to pick on something that you actually see.
But you wouldn't pick on anybody anyway. So
I know.
Yeah, it's like that's what I was trying to tell myself too. I'm like, the people who are gonna come in to like someone random and say something rude like that, I'm like, well, they already have their own issues. So if they're gonna say something about like me being fat, it's more of a reflection on them than it is on me, in my opinion.
Right, but it's hard to.
Yeah.
But like that was like one example of like, oh, someone coming in saying something, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let it affect me on stream, but I will think about it off stream and be like, yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever wish you cultivated a different community, more meaty, more mature, younger, older? I was just talking to Sydney about this today. I love my community. Like, I am proud of my community. I think my community is really respectful, and I think my community, I am comfortable trying new things because of you guys. Like, I would never have done this if I didn't think that it wouldn't be received well, or even if, like, let's say this totally goes wrong and it's not entertaining and we don't like this. I don't think that you guys would tear me down for it. So that has made my streaming career like my community is something I'm very proud of. And that's why I'm also willing to have guests come on. Like, if I had a community that is not nice, like, you jumped on and I literally saw everyone comment like, oh my god, she's so pretty, she looks like Storm, her hair is great. Like, that is what I want to see. Like, I don't want anyone to come on my stream and then somebody be like, she's fat, she's ugly, and then I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't want, like, I would never want to subject someone to that.
Yeah.
So I will say that I am proud of my community. I also think that, like, my community is, it kind of cultivates itself. Like, you create the base, and then somebody comes in and they see everyone, like, really nice or really wholesome, or, like, we like to joke around, but we're not too mean. Like, people see that and they're like, not for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. And then, yeah. So, I don't think age really matters, though, at all. Like, I've never even thought about, like, my age demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
No, I would agree. I'm really happy with my community. It's like, I feel like I have a group of people that I can like sit in Discord with and chat for like hours, and that's kind of like really what I wanted out of streaming, was like an ability to like make friends to play games with and like have conversations with, and there's like I wouldn't change anything about that, you know. Like I think when I first started streaming, I like when, you know, I had like 20 to 30 viewers, like I had a group of people that I was a little less comfortable doing that. Like I didn't like want to talk on my own Discord, and like that was, so now that I have what I have, I would not trade it for anything. Like I'm so incredibly happy with the community that I have. It's like a group of friends.
Yes,
like.
I will say, like, when my stream was smaller, it's actually harder to like form a community. It's very particularly because you have that one person that might be really vocal, but let's say they're kind of mean. Yeah. But maybe they're the only person chatting. You're like, well,
not,
you know,
a good role model.
Not a good role model. So then they come in and they see one person and they're like, really, and you're like, what? Well, but it's uncomfortable because, you know, like you love people who are obviously, like, you enjoy them, but you don't want them to be like the person.
The one who people will see when they come in and like represent the community. Yeah. You don't want, yeah.
But like, I will say that, no, my community right now is something I'm so proud of. Like I am literally willing to have this segment because like my community is so nice. Yeah. And I love that. Cool. And like this is something I enjoy a lot.
Yeah. You want to be able to try new things.
Yeah.
And like experiment with your content.
Exactly.
Otherwise it gets stale. Yeah.
I agree. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say. Nope, forgot.
All right, goldfish memory. Moving on.
Goldfish, literally memory.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know that I wanted? What did she play, Sydney? What do you play?
I play a lot of League, mostly, but just kind of whatever's out. Like I was playing COD when COD was out. That was actually really fun. I loved when we played COD. That was really fun. And I like farming games, like Stardew Valley,
farming
like
games.
Viva Pinata.
I fucking love Viva Pinata.
So good. Animal Crossing, all that kind of stuff. Pokemon, which you never. Which honestly kind of breaks my heart, but it's okay.
I will maybe finish it one day. Dude, I don't know. I'm for like, I don't know why, but I don't like playing slow games on stream.
No, I mean, that makes sense.
But that's really bad. It's a really bad habit that I've gotten into because when I think of my stream, I want it to be like super high energy, super entertaining. Mm-hmm. But I should also be able to make slow, or like, slow, you know, slower storyline games entertaining. Yeah. Yeah, that's my own. I've just become accustomed to it. What do you think of all the reacting Andes being the new meta? Sure. Okay. I think streaming is always going to be evolving. I personally will never be a reacting Andy because I've already talked to you guys about this. Like, I don't really know how to be a reacting Andy. I mean, I'm just going to sit there and watch the video. And then, like, I don't really, like, okay, I wouldn't enjoy that. If a lot of the times when I'm streaming, I think like, would I be enjoying what I am making? Mm-hmm. If I was a viewer, not the streamer, but I want to watch this. And if I was just sitting there, like I've seen myself watch a video on YouTube on stream. I'm like, yeah, this is boring for me. Yeah. Some people are really good at it. Mm-hmm. I am not one of those people. So, I mean, if you can do that, like it is a meta. You can grow your stream really large by just doing that. And like, I mean, I guess go for it. I just won't.
Yeah. I think I've actually, so recently I did, it wasn't what I had planned to do for stream, but I kind of fell into it. We voted for Nim's, like streamer of the year thing. So it was like a bunch of clips and like content that had already been done. And then I voted and I asked chat like, oh, what they liked best. And it actually was really fun for me. Like I enjoyed it. But it does kind of put this added pressure because you don't want to just be watching clips. Like, I feel like you have to be adding some sort of content on top of it, which is not something that I'm naturally good at. So, like, I just want to look at a video and be like, haha, it's funny, you know? But you have to, like, make a joke out of it or, like, add something on, which is, like, not something that I'm good at. So, I understand that it is a meta, and there's people who do it really, really well. Yeah. It's not something that I see myself, like, making a habit out of, but it was fun for, like, one stream to sit down and, like, do that and watch the best moments of Twitch in 2019. Like, that was a good time. I actually really enjoyed it.
I think the only problem with it, okay, one of them is like, for me, I want my content to be about me. Yeah. I think, so like, I can't make a YouTube video of me reacting to other things. Yeah. obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that's really hard for like long haul.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not really trying to reach other platforms, I think it's probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
But also, you probably won't get a lot of sponsorship deals in or like not sponsorship, but like you won't like what management is gonna like want to sign you on their team.
Yeah.
Because you are, what is it about you that is something that they can market? Or just reacting.
Yeah.
Being like a reacting Andy.
Yeah.
So I think it's like I don't think reacting Andy, like I think you just have to balance it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a meta right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it can't be your only content. I totally agree.
Yeah. Do you feel pressure to constantly play new release games that blow up fast? Fortnite, Apex, auto chess games? Yeah, I would say so. Or most of the time, I want to play hype games because they're hyped for a reason. Usually they're like fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I want to try this out. But a lot of the times I don't enjoy them. But I will always like try them out. Like PUBG was really hyped for a while, and I loved PUBG, so I played PUBG.
Yeah.
But that just like happened to work like that because a lot of the times I don't think because I didn't like Fortnite. I didn't really care too much for Apex. I tried TFT. I liked it for a while, and then it got
meta changes.
The meta changes too quick that I can't keep up with
it's
it.
so stressful.
So yeah, things like that. But I do feel like I should play the new games because they're usually hyped for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if I see something that everybody's playing, I'm like, oh, it's probably a good game. So then I will at least try it.
Yeah. Any thoughts, stories about the OTV and Friends YouTube channel? Oh yeah, I don't know if I've never talked about this on my stream. So the OTV, so a lot of people like Frizen used to make highlights with all of our clips, like OTV and Friends clips. And then now we pretty much hired someone for all of us to then make revenue, and then this revenue goes to like, let's say we're hosting a party. We invite everyone.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so we hired them to then have that be like our highlight channel kind of thing.
That's cool. I like that.
We hired Frizen. Yes, we hired Frizen, but now it's offline and TV. I can't remember what the name. But yeah, so that's like the official whatever.
Yeah, that's
okay. Do you ever wish that you just pursued a career? Do you think your life would be similar or drastically different? I actually had the choice. I recently just made the choice. Like, Sydney's still probably in the midst of making a choice.
Yeah.
So Sydney was where I was literally like a year ago. Because last year around this time was when my stream was picking up. And that was when I really had to decide, like, oh my God, am I going to go to medical school? Like, what is happening in my life? I don't know. And then I decided that I had a lot of talks with a lot of friends and my parents. And they were pretty much just like, this is an opportunity. And medical school will always be there. So try to go with this and see. My life would be drastically different though if I did not pursue streaming. Like drastically.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be living where I would be living. I wouldn't have the friend group that I don't. Like nothing would probably be ever the same.
Yeah, and I'm in a similar position, not exactly the same, but I guess like I'm still finishing. I have 1 year left of nursing school. I'll graduate in June. And then it's whether or not I want to try and pursue streaming or just get a job as a nurse. But my sentiment is kind of the same. Like, I have an opportunity to, like, move to LA and be with friends and push content and try new things and see if this is a possibility and something that it can work out and, like, be sustainable for me. But, again, like, medicine is always going to be there. They're always going to need doctors. They're always going to need nurses. So it's really nice to have that to, like, fall back on in case something doesn't work. But I think I would regret it so much if I didn't at least give myself the chance.
Yes.
So.
But see, like, I'm super indecisive. It takes me so long to make decisions because I'm just scared of the possibility. Like, streaming happened to work out for me. I could have moved to LA and failed.
Yeah.
And that's really scary. But like, also my comfort came from signing with a management because that means that I get sponsorship deals and sponsorship deals income and like is like a steady income, I think. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, okay, this is okay. Like, I am okay. Like, maybe this month was terrible, but, oh, I did that sponsorship deal, and now, kind of thing. Okay. But it is really hard to take that chance. Like, streaming is something that I think, streaming is so about being, like, like, you have to take those opportunities and run with it.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I think a lot of people don't take advantage of the opportunities
I agree. That's what... That's kind of my thing, is like if I don't take the chance and I don't just try and move down to LA and like see what I can do with it, then I've wasted an opportunity that was laid out in front of me, and I can't, like, I would beat myself up for not taking it.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit and wonder, like, what if? Like, if I come down here and I fail, move back with my parents, and at least I tried, and I can't, like, get mad at myself for trying something new.
Sure, it's like 1 year of your life, max.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
whatever your leases, yeah.
1 year of my life.
You guys have any toxic traits, and how do you remain aware of it everyday life? Oh my god. Yeah, I have toxic traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody does. What's yours?
Well, recently my friends have told me that I lack empathy and time. So I think like a lot of for me, like a lot of my toxic traits just come from like the environment that I grew up in. Mm-hmm. And like sometimes it was toxic, you know? No one's parents are perfect. So I definitely grew up with an influence of, well, you know, dude, you like don't want to shit talk your parents.
I know. It's so hard.
You like don't want to shit talk your parents.
But so much of who you are comes from the
so
things.
much.
Yeah, I have that same battle all the time. I'm like, I don't want to say this about my mom or my dad, but like it shaped me.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's like, bro, you should be aware of it.
Yes, yeah, but like, you're not like upset with your parents. You still love them, and it's just like it changed your life a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I have definitely been influenced by my parents. I will not clarify who, you know, in the off chance maybe they're watching right now. I don't know. Still love you guys.
Yes.
But actually, you know what? Whatever. My parents are flawed in some ways. It's like, whatever. My parents are flawed, just as I am flawed, just as everyone is flawed. If you don't accept that you're... Okay. Dude, I don't...
It's up to you.
No, I mean, I should... Like, this is something that I want to talk about. And it's, like, very hard for me to talk about, though. This is, like, something I don't... It is hard for me to open up, I'd say. Like, my upbringing was very good. And then in some ways, like, definitely has... You know?
Totally.
Like, I grew up in a pretty hostile environment, I would just say. In some occasions. Family, my parents were very loving, though. Like, I never felt sometimes, yeah. Like, I felt loved, for sure. But I, like, definitely had words said to me as I was growing up that made me angry, or that influenced me in such a way that thought that anger was, like, the way to handle problems, or thought that, like, some things of how to treat people were, like, the way to treat people because it was just what I was around. But that is, like, I have learned, I grew up a lot. Like, I had kind of an epiphany moment when I was in high school, and I was like, but I, like, really like, your parents should not be sick. Yeah. But, dude, I, like, can't shit talk my parents. I just can't do it.
No, it's hard. It's really, really
like,
hard.
I want to tell you guys examples, but, like, I'm not, like, I think, like, I am definitely not treated the same way at all. Like, I've grown up, and I have a lot more... That good? I have a lot more confidence now, and sense of self, and sense of, like, morals. So when I was younger, people would treat me a certain way, right? And then I would just kind of be like, oh, this is fine. Like, because it's your parent. You just kind of, you're like, oh yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. Parents teach you how relationships are supposed to work.
Yes. Yeah. And then I'm like, wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, oh my God, this is, I can't, can you, I'm okay. Like so chopped up.
Yeah, no, you're doing okay.
In my thoughts. Because,
It's not an easy thing to talk about.
Yeah, so I would say, like, yes, I am flawed, and a lot of my flaws obviously come from the environment that I grew up in. So, sometimes, like, I do just get randomly, like, really, like, full of anger. But I will say that I am really good about like just being quiet, because I will like get angry occasionally, but I will never outlash, like just full send it on someone.
Yeah.
Because I know how that feels.
Yeah.
So that would be like where my flaws come from. I am like quick to anger, I'd say. But I bite my tongue a lot of the times. Sometimes I don't. Like I have, oh my gosh, like for example, if somebody wrongs a friend of mine, I'm like, that's where my anger, like I will, I'm
Straight
like,
up mama bear.
I am mama bear. Like I will like up in arms for my friends kind of thing. Like I will, but like if it's for myself, I usually just bite my tongue a lot of times, or like I'll be a little bit more passive aggressive because you know, you don't want to. But yeah. What about you?
What was the original question?
Your like toxic, like your toxic traits.
My toxic traits. Does toxic have to affect the people around you?
No.
Okay. So I would say my toxic trait we like brushed on earlier is that I just don't reach out for help.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is so. But then I'm like, so I think it's hard on both parties though, because like let's say I think about you, I'll be like, hey, I'm thinking about you, like that's like me opening, right? Like that's me extending the arm, like hi, I'm here to listen. But you know, if you I also don't want to force you to like feel like you have to say something. Yeah. Like it's like it goes both ways, I'd say.
I think like for me, I can't speak on everybody who has this issue, but like for me, I don't feel forced when people reach out. It like opens a door that I can't open myself. Huh. Like there's like a literal like physical blockage. I'm like, I cannot open this door to say that I need help. But if someone is like, do you need help? I'm gonna be like, yes. Huh. I just can't do it myself. I can't take that like first step. So it really does mean a lot when you do reach out and ask. And
that's really good.
I'm never like hesitant to respond to you. And if I am, it's just because I need like a minute to gather my thoughts. But yeah, I would say that's like definitely my toxic trait. And the thing is like, I don't ever want it to affect my friends, but I know that it definitely can, because say I don't say anything ever and I get like one time I just freak out or I'm completely distant, like that's gonna affect our friendship. Sure, and I don't ever want to.
Yeah, because I won't know what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm over here like bottling things up and I'm upset and you know I'm not coming over, I'm not talking and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely something that I want to be better about, and I'm trying my best. I am.
Dude, I like can't bottle things up. Or I know what it feels like to bottle things up, and that stresses me out more. So I'm imagining that this is what you feel like, just indefinitely.
I don't know that it doesn't stress me. It stresses me out more to know that someone else like has to pick up my slack, or like someone has to deal with whatever I'm dealing with.
I know what you mean.
I don't ever, especially because you're such an empathetic person, I know that if I'm feeling pain, like you're gonna be feeling pain too. And I don't like ever want to put that on a friend like you. I
think that's what friendship's about though.
I know.
Like really and truly. I don't know, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people here who bottle feelings up though. Like who don't reach out to friends when they should, or reach out to whoever, or like, yep, raise his hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But whenever somebody approaches me with a problem, I actually never think like, oh God. I'm like kind of touched.
Yeah, you trust me to talk about this.
Like I'm trying to think like any time that, like even if it's a pretty distant friend, like I just recently had somebody reach out to me just to talk to me about their feelings. I'm like, I feel instantly more warm towards you, because I'm like, wow, you trust me with this, like you want to approach me, like you trust my insight, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I mean, I never think of problems as a burden like that. Yeah. But I could see how that would be very toxic. But at least your toxicity only affects yourself, honestly. Like that seems like a very good toxic trait to have.
Yeah. I would say that is definitely my worst one.
Because mine will definitely affect other people if I don't think about it a lot. Yeah. I go to therapy. Dude, everyone should go to therapy.
Everyone should go to therapy.
I genuinely think everyone should go to therapy. I'm like still trying. Yeah. I'm like, everyone should go to therapy. So
talking to someone helps so much.
I agree. Would you recommend streaming as a career path? Would I recommend streaming as a career path? I don't even think you can like recommend this as a career path. Like, how would you be like, you should become a famous streamer? Like, it's such a, I think streaming, if you can, okay. How I would imagine is as like, you are an up and coming streamer and you say like, should I pursue this? I would say probably yes.
Like if someone was in your position that you were a year ago. Yeah.
Okay, somebody was in the position that I was in a year ago where they had the choice. They could like pursue streaming and it will most likely work out, or they can pursue a professional career, right? In the workforce. I think I would say yes, because you can always go back to those positions. Yeah. Streaming is something that I think is very time limited. So, yeah. But I think when you start streaming, like, streaming should never be something that, like, is an initial, I'm going to be famous thing.
Yes.
You have to love it as a hobby, first and foremost. Like, there's no way that, like, I would not recommend it as a career to just anyone on the street. You would probably already have to love, like, gaming, or you would already have to be, like, kind of just established, not just, like, oh my gosh, Ninja, Fortnite, me, I'm going to make Adidas shoes. Be famous, you know, it just doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Yeah,
I agree. Can't be something that you just like randomly pick up. Yeah.
So many people burn out after a year because they didn't actually like it. Yeah, I think, well, when it comes to streaming, you should just be yourself, right? You won't get burnt out, I think, if you're just yourself.
Yeah.
But if yourself sucks and you just no, I'm serious. Like, I have been into streams where people will, like, fake cry for donos. Yeah. And you're like, everyone, and I'm like, bro. And, like, everyone sees it. Like, definitely people, like, will be in the chat and be like, why are you crying for donos? And things like that. And it's like, those kind of people, you know, will get burnt out. But I also don't think they're in it for the long run.
Yeah.
I don't think those people really want to be here for a career. They just kind of, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're playing a persona all the time, then...
Yeah. But it works for some people. Like, look at Dr. Disrespect.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like,
true.
but that's different, I think, than like faking a personality or like a personality trait. But I think streaming is something you just have to love. You just have to love it through and through, and then you can think about it being your career. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, somebody in my Discord, literally, I will just read it verbatim. I won't say who it is. After watching your simp clip, it made me think that I may actually be a simp. Is this a mindset that I need to be worried about or break? Honestly, I don't feel like it really impedes my life. When I do something especially nice for a lady I'm attracted to, it just makes me feel good. To me, it's not even about any kind of reciprocation, just the gratification of being able to help someone I like in some way.
So what's the question there? Sorry.
They're just saying, like, is this something that I need to change? Okay, I think being a simp is bad. Putting anyone on a pedestal is bad.
Yeah.
So, I think this, me and you said you were talking about this. We kind of, like, think that simp is the same thing as, like, a white knight, in a sense. Like, a white knight is going to defend you even if you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
So if a simp is going to defend you even when you're in the wrong, that's bad because I'm wrong. We should all hold people accountable. Because we're all, like, you know, I'm going to fuck up one day. And, like, that's, I mean, it's going to be really scary because people, like, have hate culture now or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Cancel culture. Yeah.
But, like, I do think that people can obviously learn and, you know, not be ignorant to some things. But I think if you're a simp, I don't know how you would fix that, but.
Yeah. It's just, like, I can never picture myself being with somebody who is just gonna agree with everything I say and not help me grow, because you want someone who's gonna challenge your ideas. Like,
that's true.
Being even in friendships, like you don't want someone who's gonna agree with everything that you say, because how are you supposed to learn? You don't learn that way. You don't like grow that way. You want someone who's gonna be like, oh, you may feel that way, but I feel this way, and like let's have a conversation about it. And like that's what you want from any type of like relationship. You don't want someone who's just gonna be like, oh yeah, you're right and you're perfect and everything about you is great.
You can't date a yes man.
Yeah, and like you shit rainbows and like I don't. Yeah,
dude, maybe that's like the nice guy theory.
What do you mean?
How like nice guys are like, but I'm so nice. Like, you should date me. I'll treat you better than any other guy. But then in their mind, maybe they think like treating you better is putting you on a pedestal and being a yes man. When really, that's not what we need.
Yeah.
And most people know that. I don't actually know. Spitting out words.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I have like a huge experience with people who act like that. Or like
I would say there are some people in chat for sure.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
so then I wonder why that is. I think being a yes man though is like, you get people, you have no way to be disliked if you just say yes and are agreeable. I think that's like ultimately what it is.
Yeah.
Like, if I constantly like say yes to you and like I'm not an opposing view, then I'll constantly get positive reinforcement from you, and then therefore that feels good. That's like, maybe.
And I think some people probably really like that. Like, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of consider us both to be pretty secure people, like in ourselves.
Okay.
We definitely have insecurities like everyone, but I consider us to both be like pretty secure in who we are. Whereas someone who isn't, or who doesn't feel that way, might want someone who's constantly telling them that they're great and there's nothing wrong with them, and like that might be the reinforcement that they need. And so like that works for them. That wouldn't work for me, but the next girl over who might have, some sort of security or issues in that way might feel really good to have someone who's constantly telling them that they're great.
I just think about how indecisive I am, and I constantly go to people for opinions.
Yeah.
And like I ask Sydney all the time. I'm like, can I do this? Should I do this? Is this okay? She's like, no. Like, I asked Sydney, like, can I order McDonald's? She's like, no.
That conversation lasted like 5 minutes. You were not happy with my answer. You really were not.
I was like, okay. I was like, it's really late. Like, I just want to eat. Like, I haven't, can I just order McDonald's? She's like, no. Like, fine. Somebody asked, do you ever feel unworthy of your Twitch success? Fuck yeah, all the time. I don't know if you...
I think there's like some instances where I have imposter syndrome. I like sometimes when like I get invited to certain things, I'm like, why am I here with these people? Like, and people are just people, and we're all, I can't put people higher than me or lower than me, and I try really hard not to. I never put people lower than me, but I oftentimes do put people on like a higher pedestal
all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And so like sometimes I'll end up in situations where I'm like hanging out with a group of people, and I'm like, why am I here?
You're like,
I have no idea.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I feel that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's like really hard for me to... No, I agree.
It's not a good feeling.
No, yeah. I think imposter syndrome is like a really big thing. Like, I feel definitely like an imposter. Like, it is very hard for me to feel comfortable enough to, like, for example, invite someone on my stream. I struggle with that. I don't know why. Like, for me, I'm like, I don't want to waste their time, or I don't want them to think I'm using them, or... So I think I have to like establish a very strong relationship and then be like, yeah, you are obviously welcome on my stream. I want to share whatever I have with you.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of streamers feel that way. Isn't that funny though, that we all have this kind of ongoing theme, and we all seem to relate to each other, and yet we still feel this way?
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely like it can really affect me too. Like, I remember when at TwitchCon, I don't know if I ever told you this, but like I felt really bad imposter syndrome. One night when we were out, I don't remember what night it was, but we were out at like one of the clubs, and I literally went to the bathroom and cried because I was so uncomfortable.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I told you.
No.
I was literally so uncomfortable. I was like, what am I doing here? Who invited me? How did I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I am supposed to be here. And I literally sat in the bathroom stall and cried, and I came back out and I was like, okay, I'll take a drink. Like, yeah, it was not fun, but it happens. Like, what can you...
Okay, I wouldn't say that I have ever... Oh, that's not true. When I was dating Lan, so this is like a year ago, I definitely had like such huge anxiety. I remember the first time, this is gonna sound really dumb, the first time that I ever got invited to an offline TV party. Okay, I had maybe 100 viewers. Okay, And like that's like you're like, okay, no, these are great people. These are people that I like really like, and you're like, I want to be their friends. But then you have these numbers above your head, and you're like, well, what if I'm like too small? What if like they don't like me? What, you know? And I remember sitting outside the front door with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and I was like, I can't go in. Like I like we have to leave. I was stressing, and Lane's like, what are you fucking talking? Just go inside, like, you know, because he didn't think anything of it, because he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, and then. Like, no, these are just people, and I like these people, and these people like me, and it's fine. But you do just overthink to the max. Because I literally remember, like, pulling Lan away from the door. I'm like, I can't. I, like, have to go. Like, what if they don't like me? Isn't that dumb? Because, yeah.
That was, like, me the first time I came to stay with you over here. I was so freaked out. We talked about that, though. Because you were, like, introducing me to everybody.
Oh,
and
yes.
I was terrified.
Okay, yeah, I remember this.
So scary.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, people don't like you. It's whatever. No,
I can't handle people not liking me. That's another toxic trait I have. When people don't like me, I'm like, why? What can I do to change that? Oh, like, what's wrong with me? What, you know, that's something.
I definitely feel that way sometimes. Because, well, I want people to like me, but then I also understand, like,
yeah, it's not a reflection on you. It's just personal preferences.
Yeah, maybe you just don't like me.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean like you're gonna, as long as like they treat me nicely or respectfully, then I'm okay with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is something that all people should do. You should still be courteous even if you don't like someone.
But it is really hard to not be like, I will say. I think it's just like in general, you seek not validation, but you just, I mean, you don't want to be disliked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, some people do. Actively. I think. Well, I think people want attention.
Oh, yeah.
Being actively disliked is a sign of attention, so maybe.
Yeah.
But are you guys genuinely happy? I would say right now in my life, I am genuinely happy.
It's good. I'm happy.
I feel like I have a really good friend group and like support group. Like I have people that I can go to and talk to. Also, I would say like streaming and my community makes me really freaking happy. Like, I think I would not, if I didn't have my community, I don't think I would be streaming. Like, I think streaming is overall pretty hard. And thankfully I have like a community who's very understanding and very uplifting, and like that keeps me going. So overall, everything in my life is, my mom will talk about this a lot. She'll talk about like withdrawals and deposits of love banks. So if mom, you're watching this, I take this to the, like, you know when you become your parents when you grow older or whatever, I have taken the saying. My mom talks about like, are they a withdrawal or a deposit into your love bank? And I have a lot of deposits in my life right now, I'd say. Like, I'd say early in the year, there was a lot of withdrawals, and I didn't really know how to handle that. But right now, I have a lot of deposits, and that makes me genuinely happy.
That your mom shared that with you, and you shared that with me, and I totally love it. I think about it all the time.
I use it a lot.
Like Jody's mom is the best.
Yeah,
like, that's such a good.
It is like a really good way to think it, because you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
love
something
that.
in my eye.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
I don't think so. I don't see an eye.
Red? Are you genuinely happy?
Yeah, I think I would say overall I am happy. I think living in Seattle alone
Okay,
is
so
really
yeah,
hard.
backstory. So I am originally from Washington State. Sydney is also from Washington State. That's how we met. We met through my ex-boyfriend. They went to school together. So then Sydney was getting into streaming, and my ex-boyfriend was like, hey, my girlfriend streams, like, whatever. And we met up, and we actually like hit it off really well. I like loved Sydney from the start. And so I ended up moving though, right? Because a lot of streaming has to do, so
Where you
California,
are. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I moved, and now Sydney's still in Washington and still in school.
Yeah. So it just, I live by myself. My like closest friend is here. What I want to do, like it was streaming wise, like this is kind of where I would like to be. It's rainy and cold all the time, and I'm stressed out in school 24/7. So it's like, I would say that overall I am happy, but I have something like I could be happier for sure. And I think that like making that move, because like I feel like every time I come here, I feel refreshed. Like I'm out of my hometown, which like I definitely still have some I don't know, issues with, you know. So like being out of the state makes me feel really good, just like free.
I think I felt exactly the same way that you felt. Like everyone that I knew in my new life, in my streamer life, was here.
Yeah.
And I didn't really talk. Nobody that I went to high school with really understood what I was doing.
Yeah.
So being here, being surrounded by people who understand is like life-changing, I would say. So I can understand what you're like you are happy where you are, but you're like, well, it's kind of lacking in this department.
Yes, I could be much happier.
Okay, somebody asked me to expand on the love bank thing. So think of like your overall feelings or like perceptions of just life as like a bank. Okay, so like let's say that I get in a car crash. Okay, that is a withdrawal from my bank. Yeah. That's like well, physical bank too, but more so like my emotional bank. Like I'm stressed, withdrawal. Now maybe that leaks into like my time, and now I like lack time for other things, withdrawal. Okay, whereas let's say my support system, me being able to call Sydney, she's a deposit into my life. She's like a positive deposit. Like I know that I can rely on Sydney. That is a deposit. Or I talk to my mom and call my mom. That's a deposit. That makes sense. It's like a physical, it's like my mom just talks about it, okay? It's like one of those things that your mom just talks about growing up and you adopt it, now I have it. It's just like, it's like something, a physical way to think of the things that happen in my life, I guess.
It's also, I think, really good for evaluating relationships. Like understanding what people are like taking more, they're withdrawing more than they are depositing into your life. And then it's like,
yeah.
Well, are those people that I really like need to keep in my circle?
Yeah. So in high school, I used to have a friend and we would literally like call her Eeyore because she was such a withdrawal. Because all she would do is complain, wouldn't want to listen to you when you had problems, but she would just complain. Yeah. And then you would invite her out and she would just be like, no, I don't want to come out. But then she'd get sad because she wouldn't be there and she'd have like fear of missing out, FOMO. Yeah, and then she would just complain about that. And then she would just be an Eeyore. And then she was just like not doing anything. Then she wants to come out. But when she does come out, she just complains. And you're like, oh my God, you're such a withdrawal. But I also understand, like, you're in high school, you can't really escape that. Like, you can't really cut people out in high school, honestly.
Yeah.
But I will say my life is a lot better when she's not in it. And that's fine. I think she's probably found her group of people, right, that can handle that. I couldn't. It was too much of a withdrawal. I was, like, literally too empathetic with her that it would just make me upset. Yeah. Because she would be upset, and then I would be upset, and then I couldn't enjoy my time. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
But, so yes, in that sense, not even just like romantic relationships, but literally just relationships in general. Like yeah,
I feel like that's something that I've done as of recent, like after my breakup, like evaluating people that need to stay and like people who don't need to stay. And honestly, like I'm not even kidding, what you taught me, like what your mom taught you, I use. I literally sit down and I'm like, okay, this person, like when was the last time they texted just to see how I am, rather than like complain about something, or everything's always bad, or they always talking about people? Is it like they never have anything good to say? Like, are we only ever talking about people, or are we talking about like concepts or ideas or like things that are gonna like stimulating things, you know? Because you have those people in your life who only want to talk about other people.
Yeah, I actually like had a friend in college and she would just like, that was all our conversations were. Yeah, she just would talk shit about people, and I'm like, that's not what it gets old over time. You're like, okay, I don't really see that. Okay, and then like every time, so then like I cut her out of. Yeah, you know, it was a withdrawal. Yeah. Dude, okay, has anyone seen Midsommar? So me and Cindy just watched Midsommar. There's a scene in the movie where they have this fight. Okay, this is like not spoilers, not spoilers at all. She's in a relationship with this guy, and it's showing their argument. And she's been through some shit. She's like going through a really rough time in her life. And so she's like emotionally dependent on this guy. And so they get in the fight because he didn't tell her something. And she's like, I just wish you would tell me. And he was in the wrong. And he completely flipped it on her. He was just like very manipulative. He's like, well, I'm sorry. Like I didn't like in that. He's like, should I just leave? I think I'm just going to leave. Like things like that. It was very manipulative.
But she's the one who ends up apologizing for something that she needed an apology for. Yeah. And it's
like, me and Sydney looked at each other, we're like,
seems awfully familiar.
Yeah. But like I remember like I would take, you know, you don't realize things, and then I started using like the whole withdrawal deposit, like is this right? Is this normal? That movie was so stressful to watch. It was rather, I think that's a point though. You're supposed to be stressed. You're supposed to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I enjoyed it though. It makes me want to watch other movies that are like that. Parasite and all that.
But what happens is best if he does need to leave. If it's on her for trying to keep him. I don't think if you've seen the movie Midsommar, I don't think it's really not on her. I mean, it is obviously, like, she needs to find her own self-worth, right? But it's obviously very hard.
Yeah.
When you're being manipulated like that.
Yep.
So.
And like the people who do that are good at it. They know what they're doing. They know your like strengths and weaknesses, and they know what to say to make you feel a certain way. Yeah. And so like it may be like, oh well, she should just leave. It's really not that simple, because you have someone who is gonna like take advantage of every like small crack in your skin that they can see.
Yep. It's about making you feel not worthy of them, and making you feel like you won't be able to get anything but them.
Yeah.
So that it's not as easy as just leave them. Yeah. If you're saying that, then
they'll be like, no one's ever gonna love you like I do, or like I'm the person that thinks like you're the most beautiful. No one ever is gonna see you like this except for me. So like, why leave me? Yep. Because I'm gonna be the best you got. It's like really scary.
Yeah.
Really, really scary.
Yeah. How do you know when to stop? Okay, wait. How do you know when to step back or try and make a relationship work? Or what would you suggest if you are on the fence about another person and their commitment level?
Is that like romantic relationship?
I'm thinking romantic relationship.
Yeah.
How do you know when to step back or try and make a relationship? Honestly, like, I think I was pretty bad about this. Like, I was in my last relationship for almost 4 years. But I also think I was younger. I think now I'm different. I'd be able to... Like, back then, I was definitely way more emotionally dependent on someone. So, again, I think it comes to, like, are they a deposit or a withdrawal into your life? If they are constantly withdrawing, like, all the time in your entire relationship, you can probably step back.
Yeah.
But then I also, like, people are gonna be withdrawals, right? You have to understand that. Nobody's perfect. People go through some shit. And you, a significant other, or even as like a friend, should understand that there will be times in your relationship where like it is a little harder, and they are a little like they do take up a little bit more of your time, and this is causing maybe a little bit more maintenance than usual.
Yeah.
But that you just know that maybe now when you are going through a tough time, they can give you that same feeling. But if they're constantly withdrawals and like that's it, then I think it's time to.
I think for me, like, mine is really this like similar situation where it kind of came to just like the cutting point. Like didn't know when. I couldn't make that decision. I couldn't discern when it was time to leave or when it was time to stay. It was always time to stay for me. Like there was never like this is like might be a time to leave. Like in the back of my head, it was always time to stay, and it didn't happen until I started to feel resentment. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot live my life like resenting the person that I'm with. And so it took a really, really extreme emotion for me to be able to like leave where I was. So I was really bad about making those decisions, but I hope that in the future I won't be. And I think because of my prior experience,
You'll be different now.
I will be different now.
How can I stop being so manipulative? I do all the things that you've been talking about, and I don't know how to change it when I'm scared of losing people. I think you just have to not... I understand the feeling of being scared of losing people, though. But I think it's coming to realize that you need to find people who you like just want to be around you genuinely. Like, you can't force anyone to be around you or to not leave. I think that's what it is. It's like also a trust thing and like a communication thing. So I am also scared of losing people, but I like tell people I'm scared. I'm like, hi, I'm like scared of losing people. I am, you know. But then it's like I think it's a trust thing, like being able to be like, I am scared of losing you, and here I am, but I am still going to love you, and well, hopefully we can make this work. But like, I have never felt like I wanted to manipulate someone into staying, though, because if you manipulate someone into staying, then they're not really genuinely there for you, and that would make me feel more sad. Yeah. So I don't. Oh, how you would. I think it's about catching yourself doing it. Honestly, you see yourself doing it and you have to actively change. Because like I have caught myself in really bad situations where like I'm in a bad mentality or I'm like taking out my anger on someone and I just like catch it and you just stop and you just say sorry. I think as long as you're like transparent, then that's like all you can ask for. Yeah. I think communication is key in that point. Like you have to be able, and if it's
Yeah, like you just saying like I really enjoy you if it's a friend or a relationship, and I'm scared to lose you, and if you know you notice something that is pushing you away, like can you tell me?
Yeah.
And then that maybe that person will do it, maybe they won't, but like if you have a friend who's gonna be like, hey, like you did this and that kind of bothered me, and then you'll be like, okay, now I know, thank you for telling me. We had a transparent conversation, and like I know that if I continue this behavior, that's something that's gonna continue to push you away, and so that's something that I want to work on. There you go.
Can you describe each other in 3 words? I've got it.
Okay, hold. Trying to think. Okay, you go first, and then
Okay, ready?
Okay, I have
Sydney
2.
in 3 words is empathetic, supportive, and happy.
Okay. So I was gonna say empathetic, charismatic, and then my third one I don't know how to put into 1 word.
I think charismatic is a better word for you than happy. I was thinking like charismatic, but I said happy.
Okay. So we have very similar. What was the third one that you said?
I said empathetic, supportive, and happy.
Okay.
Empathetic,
Charismatic.
supportive, happy.
Okay, mine is empathetic, charismatic, and then I don't know how to put the third one in. Gravitational. Does that make sense? I've told you this before. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, so I'm sure that people will agree with me in chat. Jody has this like she's just like someone you want to be around. You're like someone that people want to be around, you know? So it's like you have this like raw to you, but it's like I met you and I was like, oh yeah, I want to be this girl's friend, and like I want to introduce this girl to other people because I want them to be her friend because she's like gravitational, alluring, or like you have like
That's really sweet.
oh yeah, and that's how I feel about you. Yes, that's my third word, even though it's like hard to.
Dude, when you said gravitational, I literally like think of like the Earth and like the just gravity in
well,
general.
yeah,
and
like the sun, and then everybody's like gravitates around you, and then you know you bring people together.
I'm the sun,
Or-
bitches.
Yeah, is that how space works?
Something like that.
Yeah. We can go whatever. We're
Okay.
not astronomers. It's okay.
Oh, that was really sweet. That was sweet. That. I like that. Favorite moment of 2018? Streamer camp for me.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Streamer Camp was put on by BoxBox and Fusely, other streamers, and it was pretty much getting 6 other new streamers together, and we just did activities and like we just fucked around. It was fun, and it was streamed, and it was a bunch of friends just doing ridiculous things, and that was really fun for me because it was the first time I ever collaborated with anyone on stream. It was the first time that I ever met really other streamers, and it was really like exciting and new. So that was like I think the most memorable and favorite.
That was fun to watch. I watched like the videos of it afterwards. It was fun. 19. Passing my classes? I don't know.
Yeah. School takes up your life.
No, just kidding. EDC was so much fun.
EDC, yeah.
EDC
It's something like you've never experienced.
Yeah.
That's I think like it's like just something you don't. I've never been to a rave.
Yeah.
And like when you go to EDC, you're like, oh my god, this is like grand. Like the
Yeah.
production value, everything, the sheer size of it. Everyone's really nice for obvious reasons, but yeah. But now you're like, wow, this is cool. Something
Yeah.
you've never experienced.
Yeah. I think like this 2019 for me has been a lot. I've like had a lot of like trying moments of 2019. Yeah. So I would say I've had better years for sure. But I would starting streaming and EDC were like my 2 best moments for sure.
Yeah, this was the year of trying new things.
Yes.
Sydney and I went snowboarding for the first time
The damn mess.
ever. When we went up the ski lift, Sydney almost broke her ankle, and then I was like questioning my life. I was like yelling at Sydney. Like, this is like, me and Sydney are very, like, we were like acquaintances at this point. I'm like, Sydney, I'm never fucking doing this again. What the fuck? This is better. I'm gonna fucking die. Like, we're gonna fucking fall off. I was like swearing so much. I was shaking. I had so much adrenaline. I thought I was gonna die on the ski lift.
Yeah. Just freaking out. It was pretty funny.
And Sydney was like, it'll be okay. Like, it's fine. Like, she's like using her calm voice. She's like, no, it's okay. Like, we're gonna go up this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Yeah.
We'll just get off.
This year was a year of trying new things, which was So when I was in high school, the summer before everyone went to college, we had the summer of yes, which was really cool. We like just, you know, to an extent, you can't just be like, let's go jump off a cliff. Okay?
Hell yeah.
It was more like the summer of yes, like going outside. The whole theme of it was to go outside of your comfort zone and to try new things and whatever. And I kind of want to do that for 2020. I want to have like the year of yes.
Yeah.
Which I want to go out of my comfort zone. I want to try new things and I want to like push myself. So, but I don't know like where would I start with that? Like I'm not like skydiving. I'm not going skydiving. That's like what I don't have any. What do I gain from going skydiving?
Saying that you went skydiving.
But see, I don't care about that.
Saying you went skydiving. I think it's also like, I mean, I imagine it would be pretty cool, and you're facing a fear. You're like breaking a boundary in yourself, right? Doesn't it feel like there's like a?
I have just no desire.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like when somebody tells me they go skydiving, I'm not impressed. I'm just like, cool. I don't know. I'm just like,
that doesn't impress you?
No.
Oh, that totally impresses me. Like daredevils, like adrenaline junkies.
I'm not an
so
adrenaline junkie. I am not. I like don't even like climbing up a ladder. So I just don't have any desire. I'm just like, cool, sounds cool. I'm not really, not for me.
Not
kind
for
of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I guess. I mean, sure. I'll stick to the slopes. Yeah, snowboarding was really scary for me.
Yeah.
Like when we went down the big hill, I was singing
to my God.
Yeah, I was singing to myself because I was so stressed.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And that's like my 2 feet are on the floor type of thing. So I can't even imagine going skydiving.
Yep.
Me and Cindy went on like the Diamond Hill or whatever the hell it was, okay? And we're going down. It's like our first time snowboarding.
I almost cried when I saw the top of it. I like looked over and I couldn't see the end and I was like, holy fuck.
And it's like there's no other way down. You have to snowboard.
Yeah.
And so
I went on my butt, but sure.
So I look down at City and she's just going down on her butt and I'm like full on squat, horizontal, barely moving, and I'm like scooching like this with my snowboard. And I'm just humming to myself, like singing out loud. Because I thought I was so scared.
It took us a very long time to get down that run.
I don't know why we went down there. So I think that's like limit testing right there for me.
Yes.
So. What?
That's such like a league term.
Whoa. It's not only league. It's not only.
Wow.
Okay, whatever. You say pogie out loud.
I caught myself.
She says pogie in real life.
Pogie. Pogie.
I do not say emotes.
She gets so upset with
I
me.
do not say.
She gets so upset.
No.
Pogie.
I don't say emotes like outside of Twitch. I don't even think I say emotes that much on Twitch.
No. I literally have to catch myself. Like when I'm talking to people who don't know Twitch, I like hung out with my high school friends the other day and I was like, I almost wanted to say pog and pog. I was like, oh yeah, it's so like pogie. Oh, I can't say that.
Dude,
I
imagine
can see
saying like it's
on
so
your
pog.
face.
Like it's so pog. even in the context of Twitch, that's so pog. Like
I say pogie.
I like Papega. Papega I like.
Papega's good, yeah.
I like
Papega's good.
saying Papega.
Yeah.
That's like the one email would be like,
It's a good one.
Papega. But like even then I don't even think I say it. I don't really just say Twitch emotes. Ever.
I only have one. It's literally pokey, and I don't say anything else.
I could arguably say is the worst.
Really? Really? That's the worst one?
Listen to Pogie.
Pokey. It's just like got a ring to it. Pokey.
I think Pog sounds better than Pogie.
No. Plus Pokey's funnier looking. Personal preference. It's okay. Yeah, Pokey. So this is a good emote.
I mean, I have a Jogi, so.
Really?
Yeah, somebody made this.
Oh, nice. I love it. That's my new favorite. Maybe I'll start saying Jogi instead. Would that hurt you?
Maybe I'll delete it. Dude, I don't say emotes out loud. It's like not part of my vocab, I guess. Or like I am very susceptible to catchphrases though.
Yes. I literally said 2 of yours yesterday.
Oh,
it takes
Sydney was in the car. Sydney was in
me.
the car and she's like, okay, hear me out. She's like, oh, I sound like you. Ew. I'm like, you just said hear me out and ew. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you just said ew to being like me. Okay, which is rude. But like
I didn't mean like being like you, but you know when you just like adopt things from people.
Yeah. Well, who you are around is who you become, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Like ever since I became friends with John, I say some questionable things as well. Which is, I think is, you just accept.
You don't ew it, you accept it.
You just accept it, I guess. But like, I say hear me out all the time. But I have always said hear me out in like, I'm saying, and I go like, you know. I like seek for validation. So I'll say something, or not even validation. I like make sure somebody's listening to me.
Yeah. I
So
get
like
what you mean.
in my old relationship, I wouldn't know if somebody like I wouldn't know if they're listening to me. So like and to hear that they are listening, I would have to hear them be like yes.
Good,
hear me out.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
So I say hear me out a lot. And I say, and I say, yo, I'm saying, and then I say, you. Okay, you I picked up ironically, though. There is a clip of somebody on Twitch, and she's like, ew, don't be sad. Sad people are, like, ugly. And, like, I just thought it was very funny. It's very humorous, okay? Because it's, Yeah. And, like, she says, ew, and I'm like, ew. Dude, it's, like, the perfect saying. It's so simple, small, and you're like, ew. Like, I like that. So now I say ew.
Yeah.
Like something happens that I just am not favorable for. Ew. I think it's perfect.
Yeah. It works, man.
At least I don't say like lit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not my catchphrase.
I don't know what mine are. I don't think I really have any that I say frequently.
Think you really have anything?
Yeah, I don't think I do.
I'm trying to think. Do you? Lit is you?
Lit
No,
is ew.
it is not. There's like catchphrases that like are memey, right? It's like lit, or like.
Yeah, unironically saying lit is really weird.
But I think ironically it's funny.
Yeah, ironically it's funny, but like unironically is weird.
I think that comes because any meme that you start to say unironically is weird. I think usually. I love epic. Epic is memey though, like epic. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I've unironically started saying dope though. I don't like that. I'm like that's
I like dope.
I'm like
I think
that's
dope's
dope.
cool.
Like I don't know about that. You say okay, buddy? You do say okay, buddy.
Yeah, I do say that. Yeah.
Yeah. She does.
All right,
She
buddy.
100. She
Okay,
says
buddy.
okay. Exactly.
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
buddy.
Yeah, I do say that a lot.
She says it so much, and it's so true. Okay, buddy. In that little. You sound like you're Canadian.
Really?
Do that again.
Okay, buddy.
You kind of sound Canadian. I don't know why. Eh.
Sorry.
That is interesting. You say hella? Say hella? No.
I used to say it in like middle school.
I don't think I say
but
hella.
Not anymore.
That's hella dumb. Hella. No, I don't say hella. Ellie? I don't say hella. I think what else? I say fuck a lot. I'm working on that.
Fuck's a good word.
Well, my mom doesn't think so.
Your mom begs to differ.
My mom, she's like, dude, you gotta stop swearing so much on stream. I'm like, I know, mom. I just hang out with people who swear a lot.
So good. It's so expressive.
But I want to use it where it is express, right? I'm trying to limit the use so that when I do use it, it's like when your dad says the F word and you're like, oh.
Yeah,
You
the
know?
shock value.
Yeah, so I want the shock value. So I'm trying to lower it a lot. So.
Yeah.
She also does a lot of like short sentences when she fucks up, like well fuck. Do you?
If I say something and then I realize I shouldn't have said something, that I just stammer a lot and try and backtrack and
Yeah, I've heard a
ask
clip
for
of
a
you saying
shovel.
like I suck dick.
That's the other thing I say all the time is suck my dick. I tell people to suck my dick literally all the time.
No, suck my fucking dick.
Yeah, suck my big
I got
fat
huge
dick.
ass balls.
Yes.
Yeah,
you can
no.
suck them all.
I
I love that phrase. It's literally my favorite phrase. It's so good.
So I uploaded a new YouTube video today, and I will watch my YouTube videos, right? Just to make sure they're fine or whatever. So I was watching my YouTube video today, and there's a time where I'm like, I'm big man Mort, suck my dick. I got big balls. I'm like, I don't even realize like I'm saying that, right? You know, you're in a game, you're like, suck my fucking balls, bro. And you're like, oh my god, mom, I'm so sorry. But like, you don't even think about it. I'm like, oh my god, like my grandmother's gonna find my channel one day.
Yep. My niece watches my Twitch sometimes. She's like 7, and I'm wondering like, suck my dick, bro. You suck. Uninstall. Like, it's so bad.
But like, sometimes those things are just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, you just
saying
want
suck my dick is funny.
Yeah. Especially as a girl, that's why I like
Yes.
it. Like if I was a guy, it wouldn't be as funny. Like it just wouldn't.
Then
Like,
it's like kind of weird.
Yeah, if you're a guy and you're like, suck my dick, bro. It's like,
Yeah, no.
But if I'm a girl, I'm like, suck my dick, bro. I think it's funny. Like I find that humorous.
Yes.
I like
also
that.
think it's
No,
funny.
I agree. Okay. And then people are like, I'm Syndra. When I play Syndra, I'm like, yes, suck my balls.
Yep.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
Yep.
That was like too much on the same. Can you flip one page? Like, yeah.
I like talking about how big my dick is too. You know,
There has been an entire meme devoted to my big dick.
Bjorn, yeah. I've heard.
So
I've heard.
yes. So I don't know. Who's the alpha really? That was so quick to point to me.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm like actually alpha though. You know?
No, I wouldn't. You're not like alpha in a bad way, but you're like, you like stand up. You know?
I stand up.
Yeah, when you're walking places. No, like you stand up for things, you know, like you.
I do.
And you're very like vocal about the way that you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to not be like this, maybe till high school. Like I get really upset when people wrong my friends. Like I just get upset.
Yeah.
Like if somebody wrongs my friend in some way, then
Yes.
that is where I think it comes up.
Yeah.
That's where I say I am alpha. Sometimes I have to bite my tongue though. Like you can't talk about things or like say things to certain people. But yeah, if you wrong I'm mad. I'm like arms up, ready to fight.
Yes, you're like you absolutely over a person immediately. Like as soon as they do something wrong with your friend, like you immediately are over that person.
Is so
you're
true.
like, nope, they're done with me. They're dead.
This literally happened yesterday.
Literally last night.
I learned some things about someone who wasn't so nice to my friend and is just being devious. I'm like, I hate them.
Yeah.
I don't like you anymore.
Yeah, immediate anger.
Yeah, no, I think if you wrong someone intentionally, like and it's very intentional, and you're like saying some not nice things, I'm upset.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to. I just get up. I'm just mad. I don't know.
Fair.
That's like, well, I think because like, I think it comes from when I was wronged as a kid and no one stood up for me. I genuinely think that. Like, whatever, kids get bullied.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have, like, a support group to, like, be on my side, too, when I was bullied. So I think, like, now I'm just, like, up in arms, like, I will protect you kind of thing. I think because I wanted that when I was younger. Maybe not everybody wants that, though. But I wanted it when I was younger or, like, in my life. So now I am that.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Making up for the things that, like, you didn't have, but the way that you wanted to be treated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so true though. When I was younger, I like was not the alpha. Like there was a girl who everyone knew as like the alpha, and she was just really not this girl. Like everyone knew her as like the mean girl.
She was like the queen bee.
She was the queen bee.
Yeah.
She would like, I remember everyone like go to her house and she would just yell at our mom, and like everyone was like, oh my god, like she just like crossed boundaries that none of us had ever seen.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So she was queen bee because she was just fearless. But then because of that, no one could stand up for her, and she would wrong a lot of people, and that would make me really upset.
Yeah.
But I still couldn't stand up for myself. It would make me upset. And then now I think because I'm out of that situation, and if anyone was to ever wrong somebody like that girl wrong people in school, I will.
Yeah. I have like I remember one very specific instance when I was in middle school, when we were like, I was like 6th grade or something like that, and one of my friends, I was friends with two. I've always been friends with people in between groups. I'm like the floater. You know, so like I had friends who were considered uncool, and I had friends who were considered popular, and I had friends who were, you know, band geeks and the jocks, and like I had friends all over the place. And so I had one friend who was like considered uncool, but she was like my best friend. Like I loved her to death. I still love her to this day. But like to the school hierarchy, she wasn't. People thought she was like lame or a loser or whatever. But I also had a friend who was the cool girl.
Yeah.
And one time my as seemed less than cool friend was like dancing at like I don't know, was it recess in middle school still? Playground
Recess?
time? Yeah.
Playground time.
Well, I know it's like still called recess, so that feels so young. But
Recess.
anyways, so she was like dancing, and the cool girl got water and like threw water on her and was like, oh, like keep dancing, like making fun of her, like you look stupid, right? And I got
that is
so
some movie
mad.
shit that like does
Literally,
not happen in real life,
right? And like my uncool friend is like not in a position where she felt comfortable standing up for herself, and it put, you know, you get put in a position where it's like you have two friends, and like one is being a dick, you know, so you like have to say something. And I feel like that was like the first time I ever stood up for anything.
Yeah.
And it was like pivotal for me because I like very vividly remember this because I never stood up for myself, you know, and but like my friends really never had anybody to stand up for them, and I just turned around and I was like, dude, obviously I didn't say like what the fuck, but you know,
Little Cindy,
yeah,
like what the fuck you talking about, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was like the first time I ever stood up for myself or anyone else, and it felt really good, and it's like etched into my brain. Like,
Yeah.
I remember it probably for the rest of my life. But I would say like sometimes I am alpha, and then other times I am not.
Did it change your friendship with that girl that you stood up to?
Yeah. Oh, I stopped being friends with her. My mom didn't like her anyways, so it worked.
Dude, moms always know.
Moms know. She ended up going down the path that everybody doesn't want to go down.
I had a very interesting friend that my mom always disliked her, and she just knew.
Yeah.
And this friend would I didn't know how to stand up to either. Like, she was into some not good things when we were younger. I was like 15 at the time, and she came over, and I was doing my makeup, and she was in the shower, and she started Hawaiian hotboxing my bathroom.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Nice.
I'm like, what is that smell? You know? And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's fine. I'm just like smoking. Like, I'm like, what? Like, in my house.
Yeah.
I'm like, my parents are going to kill me. Like, you know? So like, it was something that I'm like, my mom already disliked her, and I like didn't really like, I didn't know like that. I don't know. I didn't know how to stand up for myself.
Yeah,
So like,
it's hard.
a Hawaiian hotbox, I'm pretty sure is just when you shower, right? And the smoke, you then.
I honestly have no idea.
I think you don't turn the fan on, and then I don't even know. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I just know that she called it a Hawaiian hotbox. Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna assume it's a shower thing.
It's a shower thing. So
Yeah.
she's in the shower, and then I'm like doing my makeup, so I like don't see it happening, and then I just smell it. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know, but ultimately, like, my parents really didn't want me to be friends with her, and like my parents were right. Obviously, she's like up to no good.
Right.
Still up to no good. You know.
Yep.
So I mean, but it is hard. You just trying to fit. I think, okay, for me, my high school experience, I was just trying to fit in. Like, there's a picture of me that I just posted of me in high school. I tanned. I wore a shit ton of makeup. Like, I like dressed up every day because all the other girls tanned, wore makeup, dressed up every day.
Yeah.
I had a purse for a fucking backpack because everyone else had a purse for a backpack. My purse had zebra print on it. Like, I was trying really hard to fit in because I never did.
Yeah.
I was like this person that I just didn't know where I fit in until I found like my friend group, like senior year. But before that, I was kind of just all over the place.
Like a chameleon.
Yeah. And so that's exactly what it was I was just trying to fit in and not be unproblematic and non-problematic. But that also, you get kind of roped in with not nice people when you're like that as well. So.
Yeah. I'd say that was like my high school experience too. Like trying to fit in, and that's why I would say, okay, this is another one of my toxic traits. I'm too accommodating to people. I'm still a chameleon.
Okay.
When I'm like around people who want this type of person, I will slightly shift or like skew myself in that direction.
No, I am this way.
Yeah.
This is literally, okay, streamer camp. We went around in a circle and we were talking about like flaws. My flaw that everyone told me was that I'm too adaptive.
Yeah.
So I think that's the same thing.
Yeah.
I am too adaptive. I will change to accommodate for you. Whether that be like, I'm not that way too much anymore. I would say that I used to be more so, but now I'm much myself. Like, I've come to embrace like, okay, if you don't like me, you don't like me. I'm not gonna, especially when it comes to streaming. Like, there will be times where, let's say, I'll collaborate with another streamer in the earlier days, and I will just completely shut up.
Yeah.
Because
I do that.
Because I don't know what to, you know?
Yeah.
But then I realized, okay, well, my stream obviously notices that. Like, they're like, why aren't you talking? And I'm like, well, you know? But then I'm like, okay, well, this is me, and I am me, and that's really all that it is. But I would say that I used to be very, very, I am adaptive. To overall group dynamic and things like that.
And like the negative effect that it has is I wouldn't say I necessarily lose a sense of self, but kind of. I'm like, if I'm constantly trying to people please and fit in different things, like when I get home and I sit down on the couch and I'm alone, like who am I at that point? Yeah. Because I've been trying so hard to like fit these boxes that I needed to fit earlier and like check all of these, you know, like personality traits off. When I get home, like, what do I have left? Like, kind of random assortment of people that I pull out when I need to pull that hat, you know, put that hat on. Yeah. So it like gets scary in that aspect.
I agree. I'm also, so it is like, I'm susceptible to others, like catchphrases. I think a lot of people are in general, but for example, I am definitely who I am hanging out around with. Like, I will adopt their mannerisms and things like that, even faster and more so than I'd say most people do, because of, like, I am trying to adapt. Okay, wait. When do you think that you have gone too far when being blunt to someone, like calling someone out on their bullshit and such? I understand with the amount of people who watch you may be sensitive, but when do you think that you have gone too far? I think there's like two routes, right? You can go like talking to someone, or you go like the apathetic route. Like, if you care enough about being friends with this person and like you want to be friends with this person or like have this person in your life, then you have to approach them with it. Be like, hi, I have this problem and I want to talk to you about it. But let's say that you just don't want to waste the time, right? Like, let's say they're not really, like, if you don't really want to be their friend, then you don't really think about it.
Yeah. Like, understanding when, I think it's also hard because you have some people who are going to be receptive to the things that you're going to say, and you have people who are going to be combative. And you have to understand people and the person, you have to understand your audience. Yeah. Like, I know I can go to Jody and be like, hey, you did this and it bothered me. Or, hey, you have this trait and it's like really affecting our relationship. And I want to talk to you about it because I know that you're going to be like, okay, thank you for telling me. Like, let's talk about it. But I also have friends that if I were to say like, hey, you did this and it bothered me, they're like, going to be like, oh, you hate me and I screwed up and this is horrible. And like, I can't believe you'd say that about me and blah, 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 blah. And then now you're like,
now you don't want to approach them.
Yeah, now I'm never going to tell you anything that bothers me, and I'm just going to have issues with you.
Or is it the people that you talk to about constantly and they don't change?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you're just like saying things to please me?
Yes.
And then at that point you're like, well, you know? So I don't know. I think there's a difference between like being blunt. Like, okay, I found this, I remember hearing this saying from like, from some famous person. I have no idea. And they're just saying that like honesty without tact is just cruelty. Like, if you're just saying things here and there just to say things, like, I think a lot of people are like, I'm really blunt. They like say it as like they're better than you because they can like say things and not shy away from it. But like, if you're just saying things to hurt people, you know, like, you're just saying like I think people cover up being blunt with like, well, I'm being truthful, so it doesn't matter. Like, no, if you're like just saying things without taking into account other people's feelings and how they'll receive it, that's bad.
Delivery is important.
Yeah, I think like no matter what it is, whether, you know, whatever you're saying, it might be blunt and it might be the thing to say, but I think it's delivery, really. Like, you can't just be like, yo, you're being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
It'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
What if what you're saying is correct, but that person doesn't like it? Is that blunt being rude? What do you mean they don't like it? Let's say that somebody's being mean to me. Like, I'll be like, you're being mean to me. And then it's up to them being like, oh, I'm making you feel this way. I think that's about it. If you're making someone feel that way and you're good enough friends, then they should hopefully think about what they're saying, right? If they don't agree with you and they are still making you feel that way, then they don't deserve to be in your life. Agreed. They're just denial. I think a lot of the times if somebody is hurting your feelings, like, sometimes people are, I don't know where that line is. Sometimes people are like, let's say you say something hurts my feelings, but you don't mean to hurt me. Trying to think like what an example could be. Well, let's say I approach you with that and you are like, I still think it comes on, if you're hurting my feelings, you have to adapt and apologize.
Yeah. If you want to keep a relationship with somebody, and like, especially if that person doesn't know, like, if I said something that hurt your feelings and I didn't know that that's something that you're sensitive to, like, tell me so that I don't do it again. And if that person is a good friend and an understanding friend, they're gonna adapt. And they're gonna change that language or that thing that they said.
But then I also think that some people just do not understand your humor. And if they don't understand, let's say I'm like heavily on banter. Yeah. So I guess Sydney did not understand banter or like constantly hurt her feelings, then I don't think we would be friends. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. I just think we, like, let's say Sydney says that hurts my feelings. Every time that I banter with her, I'd be like, okay, like, I can't accommodate to you all the time.
That would be exhausting.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because then I would have to just change my complete sense of self and my humor. Yeah. So I think there is like a line where it's like, well, we just can't be friends.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, when you said you preferred being supported rather than being doubted when it comes to working out, Sid.
Basically, I was just saying, I think this is like really common for most people that like, if a lot of people get like fire on the flame, like you keep telling me that I can't do this, so then it makes me want to do it more. I don't feel that way. Like if you tell me that I can't do this and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this, you know, I need people to be like, you can do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. You know, I don't have the whole like haters are my motivators type of mindset. If you say something bad to me, like, and you don't believe in me, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, me neither.
I'm the same way in a sense. Like I definitely need the people who matter the most to tell me I can do it.
Yeah.
But the people who I don't give a fuck about, and then I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You sort of answered the question. You look like you'd settle into a really good friend group. How do you think that happened? And what would you suggest for someone out of college and in their late 20s with doing the same? I think I'm an exception. Like my friend group is through streaming. My friend group is through my job. So I think it's a matter of like finding either people at your job or your hobbies. I think. Yeah. Does nursing school take a lot of time? I'm not a nurse.
Yes, it takes a lot of time. It takes like all of my time. It's like, you know, that whole like Venn diagram thing where you get to pick like social life, health, like, you know, school or whatever. I have 2 things in my life right now, and I would say it's a little bit like a small portion of social life, mostly school, and then sleep are like I've chosen like school and sleep as my 2 most important things. And streaming does make my social life better. Mm-hmm. If I didn't have streaming, my social life would be absolute dog shit. So, yeah.
What made your viewership so high? This person asked me, how did I become so big? I think when it comes to streaming, you have to be, I don't know. Somebody has to enjoy what I make.
Yeah.
And that's really it. That's the end of it. I'm not forcing anyone to stick around. I just happen to be someone that people want to hang out with on my stream. I think that's really it.
Gravitational. Gravitational.
All right, to be a streamer, you have to be gravitational. I don't know.
I wouldn't say you have to. I just say that you are. Yeah, people want to watch you. Yeah.
What is your favorite community-created meme? I'm trying to think of my community-created memes, and they are literally Bjorn. And I kind of like that. Yeah. I like the idea of, like, I got a big dick.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's like, I'm good with that, actually. I think that's my favorite one. Like, I got a big dick. I'm not a force to be messed with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That is a good one. It's very alpha. Very alpha.
What about you? If anyone is new here and doesn't know what Bjorn is, it's pretty much my hypothetical penis that I guess is like the size of a leg. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So that's my community created meme.
Yeah. Manly man penis.
Yes.
With a manly man name.
Okay. Yes.
For
the record, Sydney would name her penis Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Anyways.
Penis. Legendary. In everything.
And old, but sure.
He's in everything. He's in every movie.
He has freckles.
That's okay. My favorite community meme. I don't know if my favorite one. I don't know. I actually don't know.
What are the memes from your community?
They're all embarrassing.
I would like to hear them, please.
Okay, well, alright, the one that's in chat the most is about the zip ties, which I think we've discussed already, but I don't know if we'll... Basically, I was putting up my Christmas tree, and I needed to get zip ties so that I could get the star on the top of the tree. Well, I was looking around for my zip ties, and I couldn't find my zip ties anywhere. I was like, I know I have zip ties. And I'm like looking in the obvious places, like the tool area and stuff like that. And then I'm looking around my house, and they happen to be in my bedroom. So I come back, and I'm like, oh, I found my zip ties. They're in my bedroom. And
why were they in your bedroom?
Things just end up places.
You're trying to tell me that was your answer? Are you trying to be suspicious?
I don't I don't know what to tell. I don't know why they're in my bedroom. It's because they were for. I have a small apartment, and Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay, to be fair, Sydney's room like doesn't have like a door, or it does, but her shelf is it's a shelf, but it has it's an open cubby, so you can reach from it from both sides.
Yes.
Like from your bedroom and from the living room. So I can understand if it's on your shelf.
Yeah.
What, is it under your bed?
No. It was on a shelf.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Damn.
Any other stream memes? I have that one in hit or miss. One of my most embarrassing clips was me reenacting a TikTok. The hit or miss. I guess he doesn't kiss, huh? He got a boyfriend. I bet he doesn't kiss, yeah. That one. That's probably one of my least favorite. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, I one of my top clips is me reacting to bits, and I hate it. I think it's I just don't like the way I look in it, so I don't like it.
This one?
Yes.
That one's a cool clip though. It's perfect timing.
Yeah, but I look ugly.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, I look horrible in that clip too.
Yeah, so I'm
like,
God damn it, Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of other. I have the ooh oh thing, but I don't know why that caught on. I was just ooh oh Neza was a blood. I just kind of did it, and they flew with it.
It was both cute and cringe at the same time.
Yeah, and then but then I capitalized on made the TikTok.
Yes. Yeah. Rode that wave for sure.
Yeah. So I guess, but I don't know. I think Bjorn is more fitting for me than ooh oh oh. As it was a blush. Yeah.
Reflects you more.
Yeah. Me talking about yes.
Yeah, your hypothetical dick for sure.
Is for sure more fitting towards me and my humor than
yes.
ooh oh oh is I'm cute and I'm
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I try to. I definitely don't hone in on the cute energy. I hone on
yeah.
Don't know what that means, but I'm sure all of you watching probably get it.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Do you ever think about your trope?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the nice side character. I'm the nice character that you go over to their house, you don't know their name until 4 episodes in, and you go over and they cook you rice and ramen and give you a place to stay as you pass on through your journey. It's
I have talked to my community about this, my trope, or I would be typecasted. I look like the mean girl.
Oh, really? You think so?
We talked. I'm because you know how there's usually the main character girl's very she looks like the girl next door. I'm I don't think I look I would not be that girl. I would be typecasted. I would be so typecasted to be the mean girl. I'm and that sucks. Is the purple haired girl Saikuno? Yeah, this is Saikuno. Face reveal.
My name's Saikuno. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my...
Not enough stuttering.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Saikuno. I have a very velvety
voice.
What's
up, guys? It's Saikuno.
Is that what he says? Where?
It's so cute. It's literally so cute.
On his
Let me go find it.
Oh, on YouTube. YouTube. Okay, I'm excited for this.
What's up, guys? Saikuno here.
Wait, I'm so excited.
Saikuno here. Have a cam.
Wait. I'm screwing.
I know you.
Okay, wait for it. Who would it start? Okay.
Of course they're gonna say yes, right? Heck yeah. Okay, but she could have just been saying it because she got pressured by the stream.
Wait for the intro. Wait for the intro.
Saikuno's into children's movies. What a
I thought you were gonna say children.
What is up, guys? It's Saikuno here.
What is up, guys? It's Saikuno. I love it.
That's so good.
I love it.
I love it too.
I know. I
That's
literally
so
love
good.
it so much.
I've never heard that. Wow, that's good. I like it.
I know. It's it just has so much. It's so charismatic.
Saikuno.
I love it.
It's good. I like it.
Oh, I've been really wanting to get into GTA role-playing. I've been thinking about that, and I was so you have to create a character.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've been really struggling with. I was like, maybe I could just be Sykkuno. Or like
Just like study him, watch all his videos,
no, I was
and
like,
recreate
or
it.
you could, or like, like you'd be like very timid or
Yeah.
like shy, or I could be, it's like hard to create a character.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me like you could just be a car, like you just go up to people in GTA, you pick them up, and you're like, where are we going, boys? You just think you're a car. You like all your character is you just think you are a car. Like you can do that.
Yeah. I
So-
feel like the dumber the better. Like that
Yeah.
one's really dumb and I really like
exactly.
it.
So I like don't know. I don't know what to do though. But I've been really interested in getting into it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's fun.
You can be anything in GTA role. I know, but it'll be my first time role playing ever. So I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah.
I want it to be something that like I can do because it's definitely outside of my comfort zone.
And you don't want something that only has like you don't want something one-dimensional.
Yep.
You want to have something that you can make multiple jokes out of, whereas like I can see the car thing getting stale. Like,
Yeah.
what else are you gonna do other
So
than
advice that I got from other GTA role players was pretty much just saying like you can be yourself. Literally put yourself in that situation. Like let's say that there is a situation where are getting robbed. What would you actually do? Like that is entertaining in itself because nobody's ever seen that happen because
Yeah.
Or like let's say that somebody is attacking you. What would you actually do?
Yeah.
Like if somebody was to come up to you and point a gun at you and say like get in the car, we're going to go rob this bank. What would you do? You'd be like
Yeah.
You just act as genuinely as you can.
Yeah. I think either way it would be really funny. I used to watch GTA role playing when it was like really, really big.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm really interested into it.
Yeah.
Do you have a fave GTA role player? No, I'm not I don't know much about it. I'm like just now getting interested. Or like just now hearing really about it. So yeah. Me and Sydney met through my ex-boyfriend. Yeah. But you should role play a cop. I don't know what I want to I don't know.
Just play around with it like off stream and see what feels comfortable and like fun for you.
I think being a succumbus would be fun.
A what? What is
Like
a
Evelyn.
succumbus?
Evelyn.
Succubus?
What did I say?
Succumbus?
A succumbus. I sound. You know what that reminds me of? A succulent.
Ah, yes.
I want to be a succulent. Can you be just a plant? You could.
Sure,
You can be
yeah.
anything.
You can be anything you want.
But
Julie.
yes, I want to be like an Evelyn.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Gotcha.
I think that would also be very funny.
Yeah. I get that.
Or like, I don't know. It's like you literally just pick any trope
Yeah.
and go with it. A cucumber. That would be funny though. Being something so outlandish, like I'm a rock. It would get old though.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do other than be like rock? Like what do you say? What lines? Is that how your rock
Yeah,
sound
I
in
don't
your
know.
head? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm trying to think like what it has to be. Be a thought police. What is? You're a thought. You're under arrest. Be the rock.
Or be a police who's all like a thought.
So like I seduce men, who I
Police.
arrest. I don't know if I want. Someone roleplayed as a dog. I think
That would be
like
fun.
I think it's just open for anything, honestly.
Yeah, that would be fun. Dog would be a good one.
I do want to get. Would you ever roleplay with me?
I'd try it. Yeah.
I would be so down.
Yeah.
It's something that's so out of my comfort zone that I might be so scared though. Like
My coffee. Hey, it's the year of trying new things.
That's
2020.
true.
Yeah.
This is the
Give it a
year.
shot.
All right, I am making the like 2020 will be our year of yes.
I'm totally down to join you. 2019 was supposed to be that year, but I screwed up a lot. So yeah, let's do
All
it.
right, Chat, maybe you want to have the year of yes with us? The year of yes means that you're going out of your comfort zone. Somebody asks you to do something that you would normally say no to, you say yes. Not like drugs, or like crime, but more so like, oh, do you want to go ice skating for the first time ever? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm always turning down people that I don't know very well when they ask me to do things. Like I got invited to a concert. I told you about that, and I should have gone, but I was like, oh, I don't really know those people that well, so I said no. But I should have.
I will be the same way though.
I know, but like I want to start saying yes.
Exactly. It's the year of yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in the
Yes.
year of yes, we will strive for that.
Yes. We can hold each other accountable.
Okay.
For saying things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it too.
Are you gonna taste like Kuna on stream? I can't. I would get banned. You cannot self-harm or harm people on stream. Yeah, that's a YouTube thing.
Yeah, YouTube content.
I don't know if I
wouldn't want to tase anyone either. I'd feel really bad.
I would feel bad, but I'm like so intrigued.
Yeah.
Pretty much like I want to see if my taser works. That's about it.
You have a taser?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I bought one because when I go walking at night, like I don't want to die.
You had a taser.
What?
I didn't know you had a taser.
Well, I just bought it off Amazon like maybe a month ago.
I like it.
Was inspired by Michael Reeves.
Have you tried it on anybody?
No.
Tase John. Tase John.
Well, I already told me and Saikunu made an agreement that I will tase him and he could tase me.
Oh.
But
Okay.
tasing John sounds more fun.
Yeah.
But pretty much Michael was like showing me his tasers, his collection of tasers. And I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, you should get one if you're gonna. I'm like, yes, I should. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Interested to see how that goes.
it can't hurt that bad. It's like it was $10. Yeah, I won't speak too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
won't speak too soon. Okay, we'll probably get off soon. He gets ready. But does anyone have any last minute or any questions? We've talked about streamer life. We've talked about relationships. We've talked about the random topics. Have anything else or suggestion or yeah? How often do you want to do these type of streams? I think once a month. I think once a month is perfect. Or yeah, once a month would be ideal. How do streamers get sponsorships? Okay. Usually, have you gotten sponsored?
I have one sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah. My very first one.
Congrats.
Thanks.
So I would say that usually you get signed with a management company, and that management company will reach out to the sales team for you. That's usually how it will work. I don't know. You're not.
They just reached out to me, and I have I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge of what what I would be, this sounds bad, but worth, for my job.
Yeah.
As far as that kind of stuff goes, I know what I should.
Do you want to explain what your job is?
Yeah, I work as a model, so I have representation, and they do all that stuff for me, but I've been doing it for a while now, to the point where I understand what my image is worth. So I was approached by somebody in regards to streaming, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right for where I'm at currently. So that was just something that I agreed to, and it was a brand that I believed in and that actually watched my content. They knew about me. They're like, hey, we think it's really awesome that you're working really hard in nursing school and you still stream and you engage with your community so well and this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, they actually care. And they picked me for a reason. It wasn't they were just looking for anybody. So that made it a lot easier for me to say yes.
Yeah. So I think a lot of times you should just have a business email, right? Because the business email people will be able to.
Yeah.
Did you find a management company or did they find you? I've been streaming for 8 months and I'm not sure if it's too soon for me to look for one. I have only ever been approached. I have never looked myself. I don't know really where the line is for that or if you should look yourself. I was just kind of under the impression that when I am worth something, somebody will come to me. But I don't know if that's, I could probably have been more proactive, maybe. But that was just the route that I went.
I think you definitely can be proactive, but be prepared for rejection.
True. Yeah.
If you're going to seek out that stuff, then you have to be prepared for rejection.
Wait, where did that say? How do you get signed to a management company and how do you choose to go with? Who do you go with? I think for okay, everyone's going to have a different thing, why I chose someone. I had to choose a management company that I felt comfortable approaching. I cannot feel uncomfortable or if I don't feel comfortable approaching my contact with problems or questions, it will never work. Yeah. So that was really important. It was just me being comfortable, confident enough to approach. Do you smoke? I do not smoke. I think you need to be proactive with brands. I don't know, because let's say that you approach a brand. Okay, so let's say that you are yourself. You don't have anyone, you don't have a manager or somebody to be that middleman. Let's say that I approach Nike. I want to work with Nike. Nike's sure, we'll give you this if you give us this, but maybe that is not in your best interest.
Yeah.
So if you don't have anyone arguing for you and you don't really know the worth of, especially because streaming's so new, you'll probably get screwed over in a deal.
Yeah.
For example, there was a deal that approached with this amount of money, but then they end up that's way too not valuable or not worth the time with the streamer.
Yeah.
And but like you took it anyways because you didn't know when maybe it could have been worth 4 times that. So I think management is, I don't even think you should always pursue without a middleman, or at least somebody who knows like your value.
Yeah.
Because I don't know my value as a streamer until I got a management. Like there's no way for me to experience or know that without conversing with others. Yeah. How big were you before you got approached? Were you partnered by then? I was partnered 5 months into streaming. I got very lucky. So yeah, I got partnered 5 months into my whole streaming thing. So I had already been approached. I was originally with like a game. I wasn't with a management company. I was with like an organization. There we go. A gaming organization. But that wasn't really like, our goals were not in line. So then I did not stick with an org. I went to a management company, and that management company was in contact with me. I had been streaming for about a year at that point. So, and I was, yeah. Best Instagram DM? Dude, I don't like to read those. Sometimes they're really, yeah. No, I have to like mentally prepare myself to like read things.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're not positive. You know, not at all. My DMs are the risky click of the day, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's pretty funny. Like, I don't know. There's some good laughs in there for sure.
That's true.
Yeah, there's some good laughs.
How do girls feel about being approached at the gym? I personally hated being approached at the gym. It made me uncomfortable. I think it was just because a lot of the times that I was approached at the gym were like not in a respectful manner, and so then it like makes me biased.
Yeah.
And so like I really hate going to because of the way that I was approached. I don't think it's bad. I think it was like there was like a poll done like 2 years ago of like where did you meet your significant other, and I think it was like 2018 top place to meet someone was at the gym.
Oh.
So I'm sure I can agree with that, or like, that makes sense, because like let's say you're like an avid gym goer, you probably want somebody who is also going to go to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
But for me, it just wasn't ever done so in a way that made me comfortable or made me feel like I could reject them in a place. You know what I mean? Like it was just very persistent, and it just made me uncomfortable. But I think there are definitely ways to approach people in public that are not to make people uncomfortable.
I think my biggest issue with it is that if you approach me mid-workout and you're not leaving and I'm not leaving, I like reject you. And we're both just sitting there and like have to continue our workout in a gym that's only so big. It like gets really weird. And like you just assume that person is continuing to like look at you, you know? So you're like working out and then like, oh, this person's probably still looking at me, even if they're not, you know, you have that in the back of your head now. But like if you're on your way out and you're gonna approach me, or if I'm on my way out and you approach me, then that is less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for streamers who just started? I know it takes time to find your own brand, but I just want to hear advice from you two. Okay, let me think, Steph.
I think you have to have a goal. For me, my goal was I just wanted to build a community because I was lonely. I wanted a place for people to talk. I wanted a place for me to talk. So for me, I just really emphasized my Discord. My goal was to just grow my Discord. I wanted to like have people flock to this one place where we could all hang out and talk. That was really my only goal. And I think you just have to you just have to make this.
Yeah.
And then you just slowly grow. Like my whole thing was I wanted to grow. You?
I would say that mine is really similar. Like, yeah, I just wanted friends to play games with. And that's exactly what I got out of it. And yeah, kind of like shaping or allowing people to understand your expectations is gonna help with streaming. And I had to learn that the hard way because I didn't set expectations and I didn't set rules at the beginning. And so I ended up coming across some things that made me really uncomfortable, you know? And so I have to do that now, which still it makes me uncomfortable to do, to be like, hey, like, I don't like this, or like this behavior is not going to be acceptable and things like that. It's really hard to do, but it's very important.
That's something that I never even thought about, to be honest. Like I never would have put that in words.
Yeah.
But this is so true. If you do not initially have like your idea. So I think the best thing you can do for yourself when you're like a new streamer is like, where do I want to be if I was at 1,000 viewers? what does my community look like, and cultivate that. Like whether you have 5 viewers in your stream or 10 or 20 or whatever, like you should just really try to have your community reflect what your goal. Yeah. Because it's not gonna change unless you do anything about it. Yes. Seriously, like my community was really toxic in the beginning because I played League and I didn't do anything about it, and everyone that came in was really toxic, like really toxic. And then I switched to PUBG, and thankfully I switched to PUBG and the community was a little less toxic. And then from there I like got mods and could do things. But before that I didn't know. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah.
It's important to have mods who like understand what you're looking for as well.
Oh my god, mods will shouts out to the mods, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Mods are very important because mods are who the chat looks at.
Yeah. They're the role models.
They are the role models.
Yeah.
And like, I am no longer afraid to cut people out that should not be role models.
I agree.
Your mods will dictate how chat goes. And your mods, if your mod says something like disrespectful, other people will look at them and be like, I can say things like that. It took me a really long time though to be able to have that though. Like to feel like I could say anything.
Yeah.
Because it's scary. There's also such a thing of like mods get power hungry.
Yeah.
I understand it though, but like you're still just a viewer. Like you still have to follow the rules as everyone else.
Yeah. Let it through.
You don't know how many times I've instantly clicked off a stream with power hungry abusive mods. Yeah, but it's hard because as a streamer it's scary to be like no.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember when I like early on in me streaming, this is like etched into my memory. I didn't have any mods in my chat, and there were like 2 people fighting, and this is when I didn't know how to handle it. There were like 2 people arguing in chat, and I was like, I don't know how to handle this, or like what to say to these people to make them stop. And someone came in and they said that they were like, this is my first time in your stream, and you have 2 people who are like sitting here and arguing, and I just wanted to let you know it's like a really bad taste and I'm leaving. Yeah. And I was mortified, actually mortified.
Good on them though.
Yeah, I was like, thanks for like saying something, because it made me have to stand up and say like, you guys have to knock it off. But it was like someone who's like a regular in my community was arguing with like a troll that came in. I had to be like, hey, if trolls come in, like allow me to like ban them.
Yeah.
Allow me to take care of it, because if you start arguing with that person, like the troll came in for attention in the first place, and that's all you're doing is like feeding them that. Like you're literally throwing gas on the fire. So it took like that moment literally changed. I was like, okay, I can't let that type of stuff happen.
That's really important though.
Yeah.
If they didn't say that, you would have been like, ugh.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh my god, I'm so scared and I don't know what to say.
And like you don't know if it's affecting people.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like literally etched into my. Forget that.
Do trolls ever upset you? Honestly, trolls don't really. Dude, people come in like there's so many trolls. Like people come in and they just say some weird ass shit. I'm like, that's weird. That's it. Because I understand that, like, bro, you ain't normal. Yeah. Or, I mean, you just ain't got it all together. And you're just kind of projecting, probably. You know, you're going through your own tough moment. So I'm going to let you do that and then ignore you kind of thing.
Again, like, the only ones that bother me are the ones where I, like, agree with what they're saying. When they're, like, speaking on my appearance or, like, who I am or whatever. If I agree, then I'm like, oh, yeah, that bothers me. Someone comes in and says some dumb shit.
Like, if it's, like, really dumb, I'm like, bro, you all right?
Yeah.
Like, like, whoa, man, I don't know. Like, I'll have people, like, come in when I'm playing League, and they're like, sick to support you, woman, play Janna. I'm like, dude, if you want everyone to know that your mom didn't love you growing up, like, I guess, like, you can say this in my chat right now, bro.
Yeah,
you know? You're like, okay, but okay. I mean, like, all right. You know?
Yeah.
Like, people who just treat people like that or like disrespect or like are so sexist, like literally just are just going through some shit, and you just are like, okay, all right, I understand where you're coming from, but you're like, bro. So that doesn't really affect me. Like I just can understand that they're just going through some shit.
No, I agree. I get what you mean. Streaming League can be hard. Like that's like easily the place where I get backseat gamed the most.
Oh God, what is with that?
I don't know. I can play any other game.
I can play any other game, and you guys do not backseat game. But when it comes to League, I don't know where that culture came from.
Yeah.
League is like super big about. Maybe it's because there's so many different builds you can do. There's so many different ways to play. There's so, you know, maybe that's why. Like when it comes to like, let's say Fortnite, you just shoot guns and build things. Or like PUBG, you just shoot guns.
All the Fortnite players are gonna be so mad.
What? No.
Don't just shoot guns and build things.
No, there's no other way to play the game other than to loot the gun and to build, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like when let's say League, when it comes to League, you can build this item or this item. And if you don't build this item, you deserve to you should only play Janna kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that might be it. Like there's just so many different ways to play the game or different routes to go with the game that then therefore you can backseat game. Yep. But I don't understand backseat gaming.
Me neither.
Because it doesn't seem just go play the game.
Yeah. I've developed a bad habit of people like I'll like explain myself. So people will be like, why didn't you flash? And I'll be like, well, I didn't flash because blah, 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 blah. And I want to break that habit so badly because I'm allowing people to continue to say things and get a response from it. But I like can't ignore it. I don't know how to shut it down.
I have come to, when people say like, why didn't you do this? I said, because I don't give a fuck. I'm like, because I did it, bitch. Like, what do you want me to say? I didn't flash. My 2 brain cells didn't rub fast enough and now I'm here and I didn't flash. Like,
now it's gray screen. What can I do?
Exactly.
It's too late. Yeah.
There's nothing I'll be like, that's it.
Yeah. I will start just saying that.
Yeah.
Fucking flash.
Yes. Like people, I'm like, because.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know what else response you want from me. Like.
Yeah.
But I think. Okay, this is gonna sound. I feel very threatened already as a girl playing games. I don't know if you feel that. Like I feel like I have to be good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I have something to prove. And
that's
that
why
sucks.
I want to be so good at League because I'm like, not only do I have like these tiers that, you have to, gold, silver, whatever, but on top of that, it's because everyone's always going to assume that I'm going to be a shit support player. And like, that's where I'm supposed to sit because I'm a girl. Yeah. And like,
it's true.
Just never
I'm sure a lot of you watching right now are guys and you can't relate, but I think a lot of us do feel like that. Like I do feel like I get on a game and you guys expect me to be bad. Yep. And I get comments like that all the time. Like I remember I played PUBG and somebody came in my chat and they're like, wow, you're actually good at this game. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like you think you're complimenting me, but you're like, wow, you are actually good at this game. I'm like, why can't they just be, wow, you're good at this game? Yeah. Or like, you're good at this game. Yeah. Like, why do I have to be actually good at the game?
Yeah. Or like, you're really good for a girl.
I'm like, bro,
you're the best girl I've seen. I'm like, why can't I just be a good player? Why do I have to be the best girl that you've seen? Yeah.
Like, we're all on our own journey. There's lots of bad video game players who are boys. Like, I don't expect boys to be good at video games. Yeah. Everyone's at a different skill level.
And no one goes, oh, you're so bad for a guy. Nobody says that.
I don't understand. Yeah. It's so weird. Yeah. But like, I don't expect boys to be good at video games. I don't expect anyone to be good at video games unless they just play the game a lot. Yep. So when I play League or any game like that, I feel like I already feel like people are coming in to see just, it's really hard for me to stream, I'd say. Yeah, because
it's stacked against you.
Because I am not good at the game because I just started playing the game. Yeah. And well, that's it. Yep. That's where I'm at now. Maybe one day, like, I think anything, if you pour time and effort into, you can be good at. If I wanted to know Life League for years, I'm sure I will be good. But it will take time, you know? But I do hate that. Like, when people come in and they're just like, you suck. I'm like, bro, I've been playing since July. What fucking rank are you? Are you challenger? Then get the fuck out of my chat. If you're not the best, then what do you want? What do you want from me? Yeah. Like, I don't expect you to be good at the game, so don't expect, like, it's just like, bro, I'm here to just play. That's like my fire to the, people just like want you to, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain. Like, this is one thing that I do get angry about. Because people come in and they're like, why are you bad? Why are you playing ward? Why are you playing top? Why are you playing mid? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm like, I don't know why. I'm just here to enjoy the game.
Play a game, yes. Yeah. People take it too seriously.
But it's like, people are like, I remember sometime the other day, somebody came in my chat and they're like, why is everyone here? Like, why do you have so many views? I'm like, why don't you turn on a stream? Why don't you do what I do? Where are your viewers? Yeah. Like, oh, you're so good at the league? Why aren't you famous? Why aren't you fucking Tyler 1 then? Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so then shut up. Like, what are you, like, I don't understand. I'm like, what do you expect from that? I remember that. Yeah, it's like, okay, if you are so confident that I should not have these viewers, then have my viewers.
Yeah.
Do what I do.
You stream, see,
I'm like, we're gonna do it. But oh my. Are you trying to become Tyler 1? Yeah, I'm gonna.
Goal in life.
Yeah, I'm gonna shave my head and shrink a little.
Nice.
And then get really yoked and
Oh,
good
neat.
at League. Ugh. Okay,
wait.
but if I could be good as Tyler 1, like hell yeah.
Yeah. We can't. We gotta play more.
Yeah, it
Go
just
play
takes.
more.
But the thing is, it's like everyone is against you. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like I have to constantly tell people I'm learning the game. That's what I don't like. Is during my stream, I had to be like, all right, I'm learning.
Yeah.
To tell people I'm learning. When
Yeah.
it should just be like, I am more focused about people knowing that I am new and that I am learning rather than just learning about, like, playing the game.
Or like that you're learning a new champ.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I have to
I
put
get what
it.
you mean.
I have to put it in my title. Learning
Yeah.
a new champ. Don't expect me to be good,
Yes.
or they're gonna come at me and be like, "You're just a girl.
Yeah.
Ew. Why are you? Why? Nah.
Yeah.
Stick with playing Janna." And I'm like, oh my God.
Like when other League streamers like raid or host me, one of the first things I always say is, please don't expect me to be good. Like, and I hate that I have to say that.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna get people who are like watching good League streamers come in and be like, why are you doing this? Like, you suck. Like all of these things.
Yep.
It's like, you don't want to hear that. So I preface it and I'm like, hey, I'm new at the game. Like, please don't be mean to me. Like, I'm gonna do my best. Don't expect much.
Yeah.
Which sucks. You don't want to have to do that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just, yeah, I will never understand that. But
Yeah.
I do feel like I have something to prove. Just as, but yeah, which sucks. But here we are.
Here we are.
Are you going to TwitchCon Amsterdam? I am not going to TwitchCon
Really?
Amsterdam. No. Are
Do
you?
want to? No.
I don't think I have enough EU viewers because I don't stream at EU times. Then I don't know if that's worth it. Like, I think it's better for me to just stay home.
Yeah. I get that. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I first found your stream after a raid from Boxback, so yeah, I see it. Oh my God. Yeah, when Albert raids me, I'm like, try hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, I'm just me. Like, I think a lot of the times it's like, oh, I'm just, like, if you want to stay, you stay.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to see this kind of gameplay, then you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Especially when the expectation for guys literally don't exist. Dudes can look like whatever on Twitch and no one bats an eye. Let me think. I will say girls get more sexual comments.
Yes.
Because there are more males on the platform. And a lot of people are straight. I've met a lot of people on this platform that are straight.
Yeah.
Just in, like, majority speaking. So, demographics, Twitch is a lot of males and very little females. Very little female viewers, very little streamers that are females. It's gonna grow. It's gonna change, I think, in the future, right?
Yeah.
Twitch is new, and, like, I think gaming is becoming more inclusive towards females. So, in general, it's gonna grow, but right now, there's just a lot of males on the platform. So I think, like, in general, girls are gonna get more sexual comments right now. I think guys get sexual comments though too.
Yeah. No, I've seen it. Definitely.
Yeah. Like, a guy will be on stream and then a girl will come in and say sexual comments.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on how you handle it, right?
Yeah.
I don't really want to get sexual comments all the time. I don't like it. Maybe guys like it, think it's funny or something. I think it just depends on how you cater to your community, or like
Yeah.
if you ban that kind of words or things like that.
Yeah.
Like, somebody will come and be like, I want to eat your ass. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Guys just want a reaction? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot more meme sexual stuff for guys. There's a lot of bromances with
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So,
The minute, yeah, that too. Like the minute a girl does it though, people get weird.
what do you mean?
Like oh, kiss your bros or whatever. But like if we were to say that to each other, people would be weird.
Like, kiss me?
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like the same kind of jokes can't be transferred. Like, okay. So this one time I like rated this girl, right? And she was like saying things like, you know, like she was like hitting on me, but like totally she's not like into me like that, but like that was her way of expressing, you know, like being like, oh, whatever, blah. But people got weird about it. Like it wasn't like, oh, like kiss your bros or whatever, like one dude being like, oh dude, yeah, whatever. It was like people were like really weird about it, and I had to be like, hey, can you relax, because like she's just kidding and we're just like joking and it's like fine, but people were weird. And it's like, you don't
I
know,
think
like,
we have this relationship though.
what,
Like we are definitely kiss your bros goodnight humor.
yeah,
And it works. I mean, our community's not too weird about it.
no,
Like I definitely I mean, like, I don't know. We're definitely like, we have a kiss our bros goodnight vibe going for, or like sometimes, I think. Like there are some jokes sometimes between us.
yes.
I'm like,
yo, yeah, no, we definitely have some sus jokes, but that like they're not, at least for me, like I haven't noticed anything. I think because we have more backstory between us, people don't do or say
that's
weird
true.
things.
I think, but backstory's really, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of, okay, literally the person that uses like the kiss your bros goodnight is like John.
John,
So I
yeah.
think of John, I think of his stream, and John's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower with my dad, and nobody really bats an eye, right? Because it's
Yeah.
John. But then I'm like, okay, let's say there was a newcomer, because I'm pretty sure like John made these jokes with like Saikuno when Saikuno was just playing Minecraft with us, and I'm sure Saikuno was like,
Fuck.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then I also think like maybe it wasn't too much what the fuck. Like I don't know if Saikuno was like, I wonder if John's actually into me. Like I wonder,
Yeah.
he's probably like, oh, this is a good joke. I don't know though, right?
I don't know.
But
yeah.
like, I'm trying to think like if a girl was to hit. No, actually, no, because like, let's say like, no wait, girls hit on each other all the time.
Yes.
Like we'll be like, step on
Comments,
me,
yeah.
queen, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like it actually.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I actually really love it. Like
Yeah.
I love,
I don't know if it's too. I don't think it's too weird. I think
No.
most people get it.
but people will make it weird. There's
Some
always
people
those
do make it
people
weird.
who will take it too far.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. There are. There were
Yes.
people like I remember like Ray commented on my Instagram. I was like, step on me. And people were like in my Twitch chat being like, so did Ray ever step on you? Like, did she do the thing? Like, are
Yeah.
you guys like dating now? And things
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird because
Yeah.
it was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there'll always be those people that take it like one step too far.
Yep.
But do you ever feel like you have to be family friendly on stream?
We're just talking about this.
Yeah. Me and Sydney like want to make lewd jokes.
Our humor is
That
very,
is my humor.
very
It's always
lewd.
my humor.
Yes.
Like it's funny. It's shock
Yeah.
value humor, and I
Yes.
love it. But there are times, you know, you can't just say all these things. I have limit tested though on stream a lot. Like this year, I would say I have become more in tune with myself and let myself do that than like last year. I would say last year I really held back. But like I don't want to hold my jokes back all the time.
Yeah, it's like uncomfortable.
But I've actually learned to express my humor more now that I became friends with actually Peter and John. Like Peter and John helped me a lot in terms of expressing my lewd jokes,
Yeah.
which is a huge part of my humor.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I think I do struggle with it though. Like there are some, like I have stopped mid joke a lot of the
All
time.
the time I go, oh, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
I'm
and
like,
then
well,
everyone's
you
like,
can
say it.
and then I can't say it.
Yeah.
But as
yes.
long as it's implied, I like it because
Yes.
you know what I'm gonna say.
Yes. You know where
Yeah.
I'm going with it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely times where I will catch myself and there's like things that I want to say, like what I wanted to tweet back to you today, but I'm like, is that too much?
Okay,
or
so
is that...
let me give you a backstory. There was a tweet about the guy from The Witcher, the guy who plays Witcher, and they were talking about how his muscles literally wore down his leather costume, so they had to make new costumes. Like how big his muscles were. And I like tagged Cindy because we were watching The Witcher, and I'm like drinking water. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
like a thirsty
Yeah.
gif.
And she responded like with like, oh, I'm hot, whatever.
Yeah.
And I laughed, and she was like,
I wanted to say something worse.
I'm like, what did you want to say?
I was gonna say something like, oh, it wore down his clothes, like he can wear down mine. But if I say something like that and it's on the internet, then people are just gonna be weird about it. So I changed my mind. But it's funny.
Like if
It's
Cindy
funny.
replied saying like, "Oh, he could wear down my leather armor any day," like I would have been
Yes.
like, "That's funny." Like I
Yes.
think like
You can't say that.
yes, you can. I think that you can say.
Yeah.
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 I think some things you can't say, right?
Yeah.
But that I would have laughed.
Yeah.
That I think you can't, because I think that is like you, right? And I think not everyone would have thought to say that. And so if that is like, I think that is what makes saying those jokes so important on stream. Like if it's you know, a lot of streaming is about like, I'm not trying to rope people in that don't like me, right? I'm not trying to like fake
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So if these jokes don't land with let's say I get a raid from like a group of people. I don't want to like hide myself from who they are. Like I'm not trying to appeal to that group.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would understand doing that though. Like that is how you grow and how you maybe adopt some people into your community.
Mm-hmm.
But I think over time you would just struggle because that's not me.
Yeah. I've definitely let way more loose though. When I first started streaming, oh my goodness.
Same.
I didn't even cuss. I wouldn't cuss on stream. I literally would not. I never spoke anything about my personal life. Like everything was super secretive. Like I was like so cookie cutter.
No, I was the same way.
And I watched my old clips and ugh, this is
No, same. I was
horrible.
exactly the same.
It's like that. It wasn't even. It felt like it wasn't even me streaming.
Yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah.
I would not swear. I like was very like reserved, but also you
Yes.
know kind of witty in my
Yeah.
But I never swore. I never said the word dick, penis, fuck. Like nothing was like on my stream like that.
I'm having way more fun now.
It's it's just not me. Like in real life, I'm not like that. Like if I was to hang out with my friends, I would be saying these things.
Yeah.
But I also something I do like is like people come to my stream not expecting that.
Mm.
So it's like kind of fun. Like they'll be like, "Oh my god, this girl just." But I like that.
Yeah.
I like how like I don't know. But then it's also people judge based on your appearance. So somebody might be coming in here and they'll be like, "Oh my god, what did she just say?" And they'll be like, "Nope." So.
Yeah. My humor's not for everybody though, and like if it's not, then they can move on to the next streamer, and that's that.
Yeah. There's a streamer really out there for everyone.
Yeah.
So. All right. Now your grandmother finds your stream and you're disowned. Dude, when my grandma finds my stream, she's
You found it already?
no, not yet.
Oh.
She asked me at Thanksgiving and I just said, Mom, can you pass the cranberry sauce? So, we'll see. We'll see.
My whole family sat down like in front of the TV and put my stream on, and it happened to be the stream that I wore my maid outfit that my entire extended family watched. So I haven't been back there since.
Yo, my maid stream was wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I cosplayed, but
Yeah.
what is the most important thing to have in a relationship with a significant other? Ugh.
There's one important thing. There's
I know.
like too many.
I know. I'm like, is there? Because I'm like, okay, trust is really. Oh, communication's really. I'm like.
Yeah.
I would argue that trust and communication are. Because like, okay, you can communicate, but what is all full of lies?
Yeah.
So, I would say trust and communication are.
Trust is like the backbone
trust is the backbone
of everything else.
Yeah.
You can't have anything else if you don't
like
trust each other. Yeah.
Like, but I have never been like I never didn't trust the relationship. Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah. So like from my experience, I'm probably gonna get screwed over by this one day.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just trust people. Like if you agree to be in a relationship with me, I trust you. Like I just trust you have my best interest in mind. Which probably will I think it's like a good thing to have, right? You don't want to just go in not trusting someone for no reason.
Yeah.
But I just like trust people. I do. What about you?
I think I used to just trust people, and for the I used to just trust friends, and I used to just trust people relationship wise, but I've been hurt really bad by both a friend and someone I was in a relationship with. So going forward from here, like even becoming your friend was really hard for me. I would say like you were not because you did that to me. It was like my own wall. It was my own wall, not your thing. Or like just like letting friends in. That's why it's so hard for me to talk to you when I have issues. It's not you. It's absolutely not you. I've been burned so hard by a friend in the past that it makes it like damn near impossible to like
it's scary.
Say things. Yeah, because I just like assume that my trust will be broken. And so it's like it makes it way harder to meet new friends, but you were like the first new friend that I've had since the incident, so it's hopeful for me. I'm literally throwing my hands everywhere. I do that when I don't know how to articulate myself. It's like my hands try and help tell my story.
No, I get it. I think yeah. I think Sydney's situation, obviously, like you have been very so you have reasons to not.
Yeah.
I have yet to have reasons to not trust. So that is also scary though. Like I am waiting because I'm gonna get wrong and it's gonna ruin me.
Yeah.
Because people suck, and I am vulnerable with people like off the bat. But I think it's important to be vulnerable with people off the bat because if not, you won't build relations with them. But I think that's also scary. Yeah. But I think trust is really important to have in a relationship. Like let's say that you were to enter a new relationship with someone else, like you cannot punish them for your past. But that is really hard to overcome. Like I say that was such an easy statement to say.
Yeah.
But actually being able to just completely let go of how somebody burned you, that's way harder than actually is.
That is like one of the things that scares me the most about like in the future being emotionally available for me, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. That's why it's like I definitely want to take time before I'm ready to even consider something with anybody, because it's like I have to figure that out myself before I can go into like another relationship, because at this point I would not trust another person. Yeah. So that's like
which is fair but not fair. Like it's fair to you. I understand where you're coming from, but it wouldn't be fair to the next person that you're getting in a relationship with.
Exactly. So I'm like I'm not going to take that chance because I'm not in a place where I can be fair to the person that I'm with. Yeah. And I'm just happy that I know that. Like, I know that of myself right now that I'm not,
have things to work on.
Yeah.
One betrayal really turns you into a skeptic towards anyone else. Which sucks. It's like something that, like, you can't get over. Yeah. Are you a couple? No. We are best friends.
She's lying.
We kiss every night. Anyways. Okay. Ow, I have a zit.
I know, me too. I have 2 of them.
Ow.
They both hurt really bad.
I picked it. I don't even think I got it. Ow.
Leave it alone. But later.
When it comes to arguments, do you confront immediately, or does it take time to cool down and reflect? She cools down and reflects. I go immediately. I have to get it out. If I have something on my mind, I gotta say it. I gotta be like, bro, this bothered me. I like have to just if I bottle it up, I'll think too hard into it. Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I take my time. I like at least I take like an hour before I say something. And normally if it's bothered me and the person can tell that it's bothering me, I'm like, I just need space. Let me get back to you in 15 minutes. Because I will end up saying something that I regret. So I'm like, I have to take my time to gather my thoughts, and I always write shit down. So if I'm upset, I'm like, this is why I'm upset, and this is how it made me feel, and this is how you can be better, and then I present my argument.
Well, I mean, that's probably really wise, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. I do that, but I just do it immediately rather than. Yeah. Because I know how I'm feeling, and I don't just immediately lash out at someone. Yeah. I'm just saying this hurt me, and here I am. She prepares a PowerPoint and I wing it. But in a nice business impromptu way.
Yeah, okay? I like it.
Yeah. How do you feel about haters? We kind of talked about this. If the hater is a close friend, then it affects me. Yeah. But if the hater's a random person on the internet, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Yeah. It was the opinions of those who if you don't value their opinion in the first place,
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. What if the hater is really hot? I don't think.
I'd be devastated.
You're right. Oh my god, hot boys.
Broken.
Dude, anyone? No, I
couldn't live on any longer.
You're right. I only value the opinions of attractive people.
Yeah.
So you are not attracted to Nate. I am not personally attracted to Sydney, no. I think Sydney's beautiful, but I'm not attracted to her. I think there's a very large difference.
That's what, when I say girls are hot, people will always ask me, they're like, oh, well, do you want to sleep with her? Or, are you gay? I'm like, no, I just think she's hot. I can look at a girl and be like, she's hot, but that doesn't necessarily that I mean that You're
not attracted to them romantically.
Yeah. Yes. But girls are hot. Yes, girls are hot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've actually thought about this. I've talked to my community about this. I'm like, what is it about? Okay, I was like, why am I straight?
Yeah.
I was up late at one night, couldn't sleep. I'm like, I just thought of like just being straight. I'm like, why am I straight? Like, okay, because I like boys. I'm like, okay, what is it that I like about boys? Okay, the only very large boys don't have boobs and girls don't have dicks. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, so I'm attracted to dicks? No, that's not what makes me like boys.
Yeah.
You know, okay. So that was my thought process. And I'm like, okay, then what is it specifically about boys that I like? And I'm like, oh, I like masculinity. So, okay, if I like masculinity, I was like, okay, so if a girl was masculine, I would like her. I could like her.
Maybe.
So I was like, oh, maybe like it has nothing to do with the gender itself. But I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I've never explored that.
Yeah. I get what you mean though.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just like thinking. But then I'm like, I'm attracted to guys. Like I look around at, like, if I don't really notice girls in terms of being attracted to them. Like I really only notice guys.
Yeah.
Be attracted, which is interesting. I don't know. That is really interesting. I don't know. I never really notice girls, or I've never noticed a girl and been like, I'm really attracted to her.
Yes, I get what you mean.
But I've like seen girls. I'm like, wow, she's hot. But I'm not attracted.
When you're watching a movie and there's hot people in movies, and you see like the main guy character and the main girl character, and they're both hot. Like I'm always looking at the guy character,
True.
or I'm always like thinking of the guy character, not the girl character.
But if the girl character was masculine and like rugged, I'd probably be into it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Would you date a masculine girl with a bigger D than you? I can say I think. I don't know. I can't answer that because I've never had that opportunity. I would imagine yes. If I'm attracted to someone, I think. I don't know.
Who are your celebrity crushes? Question.
I think my only male celebrity crush is Chris Hemsworth. Also, maybe the Witcher guy. Only in the Witcher though.
Yeah, as Superman, he's
not hot.
Yeah,
but only in the Witcher, like he can get it.
Yeah.
And then for girls, I think Emilia Clarke is beautiful. And I think that's like really. I like others. I'm not really like. I think just Emilia Clarke really. I just like love her smile.
It's a very expressive face.
Yeah. But I can't really think of any other girls that I'm like, yes.
I have way more girls than guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have anyone really.
Yeah.
Are you gonna name them?
Oh yeah, it's like, so my girls are like Zendaya, Rihanna.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked
Sydney
about this.
100% has a type.
I have a type. I have a type of girls, but I don't have a type of guys.
Yeah, go ahead and name all your girls, and
okay,
maybe there's a common factor here, guys.
Zendaya, Rihanna, like Tessa Mae Thompson, like those are my girls. You know, like Zazie Beetz, like so beautiful. But when it comes to guys, my guys are all over the place. It's like Tom Holland, he's so small and British, and then there's like Jason Momoa, who's like this big Islander dude, and then like, I don't know, the guy from The Witcher. Like the guys are all over the place. The girls, I definitely have a type. Yeah.
I don't think I have a type. I just don't think I have a type in general.
Yeah. No, me neither.
I just don't think I have a type.
Yeah.
Variety. Tom Holland.
I love Tom Holland. His video where he's dancing to Umbrella and he's doing Rihanna's music video is literally my favorite. I love that video so much. I just like guys who are really charismatic and goofy and not afraid to like be
I agree
goofy.
with that.
Like I want someone who's like can make a fool of themselves and be confident enough to do it and be okay with doing it.
That is
so
okay,
attractive
that's my
to me.
type.
Yes.
That is my type. Because like I remember I had a crush on like this K-pop guy and he was exactly that.
Yeah.
But like yeah. So
Yeah.
I like the goofy character kind of thing. So yes.
Yeah.
But I like that personality type, I guess. But
physically
I don't have a type. I don't even know. Yeah. Like I genuinely like I can't actually imagine what I don't know, I find lots of people attractive.
Yeah, me too.
I'd say. Like there's always like a TV show I'm like, nice. Cool, yeah, you're hot, cool, yeah. But like there's just a lot.
Yeah.
You're attracted to certain people, that's pretty much what is that called when you're just attracted to pansexual?
I am not very familiar
I'm
with
not
the
either.
different
My stream told me about
sexualities,
it. My stream told me about it the other day.
I think it's pansexual where you're attracted to, but I am definitely uneducated in this field, so if I am wrong, I am
also uneducated. I think it's pansexual.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have like a physical type. There's a lot of different people that I find attractive, but I definitely do have a personality type. Like, I can't really imagine myself being with someone who's like super shy.
No.
Yeah.
No. I like don't want to babysit my boyfriend or girlfriend, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to like. I always think about it as, can I bring them home, and do I have to like babysit them when talking to my grandparents?
Yeah.
Or can they just do that themselves? That's my type.
Yeah. Or like around your friends. You
Yeah.
don't want to have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah. You just have to be able to talk.
Yeah.
And that's my type.
I always think about that when I find somebody that like I'm attracted to. I'm like, would I be comfortable like having this person meet my dad or like my mom?
Yeah.
And like my mom is so unfiltered. Everything she says is exactly as she thinks, and she just says it, you know? And I'm like, could this person handle my mom? I don't know. You know? And like that, it's like, it's important to me because like that's my family. Like they'll just get my mom and my sister in a room and you're getting ripped to shreds. So like, can you do that? Can you handle that?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I am officially wrapping up my first episode of 2 Cents with QuarterJade, featuring
Neytiri.
This is Neytiri.
Hi.
She streams. If you want to check her out, go ahead.
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Neytiri, Neytiri.
Yes. So then I will shamelessly plug my stuff, guys. If you are interested in partaking in like future 2 Cents with QuarterJades, so for example, I'm gonna pull topics from my Discord. So if you join my Discord, discord.gg/QuarterJade, I have a channel in there. It's called 2 Cents with QuarterJade. You ask questions or have topics or categories or whatever, and if I think they can lead to discussion, I will have them in the next one. I plan on doing these once a month with different people or various people, or maybe just myself, depending on whatever the schedule is. So expect this maybe January, hopefully, or maybe February, depending, with another guest. But I would like to say thank you guys for joining. This was very cool. I actually really liked this.
Yeah,
I really
it.
enjoyed this.
Yeah.
This is like one of my probably favorite streams to date.
No.
I like this a lot. This is like what I love about streaming. Just like talking, discussing,
Yes.
broadening my horizons kind of thing.
I feel like that's us in general. We just like to talk to people. That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go hang out. I have friends coming over for a holiday day. We're gonna bake cookies and, watch Christmas movies and drink hot chocolate.
It's gonna be super cozy.
Yes. So I am probably just gonna end stream right here. So follow me on Instagram. Instagram's QuarterJade. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'll fade to black.
Okay.
Wave.
I'm gonna sit here. Goodbye. Bye. Have fun. Bye. Later. Peace out.